Hello. How are we? Hope we're doing well. Hope we're doing great. Hope we're doing fantastically. There's the cursor. Hi, little guy. Hi, everyone. Hope we're doing well. I'm excited. I've been waiting for this game. Here I've been playing Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars Reforged. Reforged because, from what I hear, it's a remake of a game from 1996. So yeah, very exciting. I don't know too much about this game. I just know, that's a remake from a game from 1996. Also, I've seen the art style. I really like the art style, and I've heard very good things about it. Like, I've heard that this is the original is considered a classic. So I am gonna have unrealistically high expectations. My volume was low, high iPhone. Oh yeah, I was wondering what that whisper was in the wind. What that faint murmur was. Hi. Before we start, just a quick volume check. How is it? Can you hear me clearly over the menu music? Or do I need to do any adjusting before we hop in? It's good on my end. I just wanted to do a quick audio check. Testing. My volume was low. Okay, yes, it's fine. I know you meant your audio, little guy. I'm just checking to see if my audio needs adjusting. Oh, so wait, there's achievements in this? Oh, no, these are Steam achievements. Never mind. Alright. Alrighty, with that, I'm just gonna jump right into it. If I need to do any adjusting, please let me know. Wait, what's more? Okay, that's okay. But yeah, let's get started. Ooh, experience. Story. Enjoy the interactive story at your own pace. Incidental actions you have tried before are removed. Automatic hints for gentle guidance during gameplay or classic. Original adventure game experience. Keep track of repeat actions by yourself. Manual hints only. This game sounds like an Indiana Jones game. Right? I was like, oh, this game's the Indiana Jones vibe. That's why I did the title the way I did. I'm like, huh, Indiana Jones looks a little different here. Alright, I'm doing classic, obviously. You can, I'm doing mouse for now. Okay, so we got a little tutorial. Left click to walk around. Move cursor around to find points of interest. Okay, so it's gonna be like a little ring, I guess. When over something interesting, action icons will pop up. Left click to interact. Right click to examine. Okay. Click here to show the menu bar. Access menu options, game help, and controls. Okay.
Paris in the fall. The last months of the year and the end of the millennium. The city holds many memories for me. Of cafes, of music, of love, and of death.
Right, I was like, oh, the music was actually pretty quiet, it was like good. The volume was really good. And then the guy started talking. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna turn down the audio once I'm in the game. Oh, I love the art style though. From like the pictures I've seen of this game, it looks so good. You'll see, I like how they kept like that sort of like sort of like drawn animation style that you see a lot of like animated Disney movies way back back when they were like 2D. You guys will see, but it's like this charming animation style that I absolutely love. Oh my god, I saw Mark Jagger, I thought it was Mick Jagger for a second. I was about to lose my goddamn mind. Are they just doing the credits right at the beginning? Are they like, we're gonna get this over with? Okay. Here we go. It's like a movie, right? It feels like a movie. Oh, this was in the trailer. Oh. Oh, not a clown. I mean, you know what? I think clowns get a bad rap. Oh, that clown's a thief. Man, broad daylight. Wait, is that a bomb? The art is pretty nice. See, that's what I'm telling you. It's so cool. Also, it's wild that the first minute in, we get a clown stealing a briefcase and also a bombing. Man, 1996 really didn't care. You can tell the game was originally released before 9/11.
As I picked myself up, all I could hear was the ceaseless drone of traffic. Life went on around me. But the explosion was to change my life forever.
Shout out to that guy just doing construction in the background, not caring that a big bistro got blown up. Alright, how do I... Okay, menu. Okay, so it seems like it's only the speech volume. Here we go. Let's turn it down to here. Point and click vibes already. Yeah, classic point and click stuff. Alright. Okay, right click is look and then left is interact.
The umbrella had protected me from the bomb blast, but it was of no use to me now.
How's the speech volume, guys? It's already a lot better for me, but do I need to adjust it anymore?
I contemplated crawling under the umbrella and pretending none of this had ever happened.
Me too, buddy. I would do the same thing. How did Umbrella just do that? Look, this was like late 90s. They probably didn't make good bombs back then. It's a bit louder than me. Okay, I'll turn it down a little bit. Was it just the speech volume that's louder than me, or was it like the game overall? Alright, newspaper.
Wrapped around the lamppost was a newspaper.
Alright, how? Oh god, that was loud.
The leading article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state. That was the only news story. The rest was rumor, gossip, and sensation.
That's good. Okay,
Then
I'm
I
gonna...
noticed the writing at the foot of the
I'll turn
page.
on the music
It
in a
read
second.
Salah ad-Din, 1345.
Oh god, why is the music so loud now? The music was fine. Okay, never mind. Right? The music was totally fine until that point, and then it just freaking. Okay. Okay. Now this should be fine. You found it. I have new controls help available. No, I'm fine. Alright, so we have a newspaper.
The table had been overturned by the explosion.
Oh, there's a dead body in there.
I considered straightening the table, but I figured it best not to disturb the evidence.
Oh my... I mean, that is fair.
The table had been overturned by the explosion.
Can I talk to... No, I can't interact with that guy. Look at the lamppost.
It was an iron lamppost. I considered climbing the lamppost, but it wasn't going to shed any light on the affair.
If I interact with this table, it's
I
the same...
considered straightening the table,
Yeah, okay, it's
but
the
I
same
figured
dialogue.
it best not to disturb the evidence.
Alright, let's take a look through
The blast
window.
had blown out the glass, leaving a gaping hole.
I'm surprised that man isn't charred.
I examined the jagged glass remaining in the window. It was broken, all right.
Oh my god, breaking news, guys. The glass is broken. Oh wait, can I... What's that? Is this just how I go places? Oh, I can. Oh!
Please, hold it right there.
Whoa, don't shoot. I'm innocent. I'm an American.
Oh, I'm
Can't make up your
an
mind, huh?
American.
I demand to see the American consul.
Drop your weapons and get down on the ground.
Put that thing away, Sergeant. I apologize, monsieur, but I cannot permit you to leave.
Am I under arrest?
This guy
no,
is just like,
I
huh?
would simply like to ask you some questions.
He doesn't give a
En
shit
avant,
about an explosion, but he cares
café,
about this.
marche. What a mess.
Hey, is the music
This
still too
bombing is an
loud?
outrage, is it not?
Stop that, monsieur. Stop holding your breath at once.
Wait,
Has it occurred to you that he may be dead? Move.
Oui, monsieur. But I prefer to look on the bright side.
I was gonna
Besides,
say, is that man
I
not
recall a
dead?
case where the killer escaped by feigning death. However,
Still a bit
in this
loud
case,
still.
the
Alright,
man is
I'll turn it down when I
quite
can.
dead. Clearly, the killer knew of his presence and...
How many times have I warned you about premature extrapolation? All we know is that he is dead.
It seemed reasonable to assume...
A great detective assumes nothing. Take Maigret, for instance.
But he was a fictitious character, monsieur. Why? He was no more real than Poirot or Tintin.
Poirot!
That's
He gets a
different,
mention.
Moo. They were comedy Belgians. Anyway,
Not
it
the
is
comedy
unlikely that
Belgians.
even you will learn much from talking to the dead. Examine the girl and take her statement, if you can.
I'm surprised that there's only one dead person in here.
Et maintenant, to business. Your name, please?
George Stobart. I'm from California.
And what brings you to Paris, Monsieur Stobart?
Travel. I'm touring Europe.
You chose well. The city is most beautiful at this time of year, no?
Yeah, I guess so. Apart from the bomb blasts.
Were you in the vicinity of the cafe at the time of the explosion?
Yeah, I was sitting out on the sidewalk. I was lucky I wasn't killed. The inspector passed over my remark with no reaction.
Did you see the deceased enter the cafe?
Did I? Oh God, I have to pick. No, I don't think I did.
No.
Did you see anyone else in the cafe?
There was this weird clown guy.
Yeah, there was a guy dressed as a clown. He was carrying an accordion.
An accordion? Bon, the picture is forming in my mind, and it is not a pretty one. Is the girl all right, Moo?
She'll live. She confirms the American statement. A clown with an accordion, no doubt an elaborate
Oh
and
my
eccentric
God.
disguise.
This man's not an EMT.
Very well.
She should still go to the
Eh bien,
hospital.
I have heard enough.
What do you mean?
I am satisfied that you know nothing. You may leave. I hope this little incident does not spoil the rest of your vacation.
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say? Stay alert and look out for suspicious characters.
And don't cross the road until the little man shows green.
Great
Mhm.
advice.
I honestly believe you are in no danger, monsieur. Should you remember anything of importance,
Watch us
Please
have been the
contact
actual
me.
target.
my card.
Also, I don't trust
Thanks.
this inspector's beard.
That is all. You may go.
He has stereotypical 90s. Oh, look,
There's
I'm
not much
a
to go
villain
on,
beard.
monsieur.
On the surface, no. But what lurks inside the subconscious? If the door can only be opened,
Are you serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic detection was purely academic.
We're just still standing here
you
listening to
are
this.
about to witness a scientific breakthrough.
Oh. Yeah, now we're just leaving. Alright, now I can turn the music down. Oh God, why is it so loud? Like, I think I get the music volume correct, but then it just blares. Okay, let's try this. Okay, how's the music now? Do I need to adjust it before I go into anything? Can you hear me over the music? Is the music loud? Too loud?
The sergeant was a scrawny man in his 50s who resembled a constipated chicken.
Resembles a constipated chicken? Oh my god. There's no music. Yeah, that's the thing about this game, is like, you don't really know how the music volume is until it just blares and it goes.
Excuse me, Sergeant.
You heard the inspector. Go on, monsieur.
Let's ask some questions.
I really did see the clown. He ran into the alley across the street.
Did you follow him?
That's your
I guess
job,
for now,
not
just
mine.
let me know if the
An
music
armed
gets too
chase
loud.
through the streets of Paris? That's not our style, monsieur. Inspector Rosso may be unorthodox, but he's not crazy.
How did you and Rosso arrive at the scene of the explosion so quickly? You arrived within minutes. Was it a
The
tip-off?
violence, the
Inspector
beans!
Rosso's
Oh yeah, I fixed the
sources
beans.
are a perpetual mystery to me, monsieur. There are some who say he has made a pact with the devil.
And what do you think?
I think he is the devil.
That's a weird thing to say about your boss when he's right there. Also, so I think I like how the conversation topics are in the style of these like little icons.
I was one of the last people to see the victim alive, Sergeant.
Does that worry you?
Yes, it does. I feel I owe it to him.
We
find
owe it
this
to him?
killer.
What is our
That is
actual
best left to the
occupation?
authorities, monsieur. Did he
Yeah, are
speak
we
to
like
you?
a detective?
Tell you anything?
No, he just grinned and nodded.
Don't let it trouble you, monsieur. Go home and try to forget.
What is Rosso doing with that girl?
He is giving her the once over, as you Americans
Oh,
say.
That statement doesn't
Once he
age
gets
well.
his teeth into a case, nothing will shake him off.
Was he serious about all that psycho detective stuff?
Of course, Inspector Rosso is a pioneer and a visionary. His revolutionary methods, once perfected, may change the face of law enforcement forever.
I can't see it taking off in LA.
Yeah, I know. It definitely won't catch on in LA of all places.
I found this in the street, Sergeant.
That, monsieur, is a newspaper, no?
There's a note written on it. Salah Eddin, 1345.
Ah, so the meeting with the clown was planned.
How do you make
That
that
was the
out?
name of the
The time of
clown?
the explosion was between 1:30 and 2 o'clock, n'est-ce pas?
I guess so. But what about the name?
Aha!
That stumped you, hasn't it?
I have never been stumped, as you put it, in my life, monsieur.
Something tells me
It
that's
is
a
the name
lie.
assumed by the clown, no?
Salah Eddin the clown? I don't think so.
I mean, it could be.
Look, Sergeant, the inspector gave me his card.
Yes, monsieur. He wants you to advise him if you have any information concerning this case.
Well, I'd be glad to talk with him, but I don't want him working his psycho weirdness on me.
Ah, no, monsieur. You are confusing the science of parapsychology with
Parapsychology.
witchcraft.
Oh yeah? What's the difference?
We don't do sacrifices.
Oh, that's the difference. Alright, let's talk to this lady taking
See you later,
pictures.
The girl presented a confident but sullen mask to the world. An expression more suited to the face of a delinquent youth.
Ha! I love the commentary.
Excuse me, mademoiselle? Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Oh, an American by the sound of it.
Yeah, that's right, on holiday in Paris. Some holiday, huh?
You were here when the bomb went off?
Sure was.
What are these
Sat right out front of the
accents?
cafe.
Did you notice a middle-aged man, maybe 60, with an hat and overcoat?
I couldn't believe it. She hadn't even asked how I was feeling. Yeah,
Man.
he went inside just before the bomb exploded. You weren't related to him, were you?
Oh no, nothing like that. I am Nicole Collard from La Liberté.
What's that, some kind of nightclub?
No, it is a newspaper.
You're a reporter?
I'm a freelance photojournalist.
Say, you can
Why
interview
does she
me
sound like
about the bombing.
one of those
You know,
text-to-speech
an eyewitness
things? Like
account.
somebody
Minutes
looked
after
up
the
a
outrage that shook the
text-to-speech
whole of
French
Paris.
thing, and that's
You
what
know,
they did
real
for her
life
voice.
drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
I'll just stick to the facts, thank you. Did you see who planted the bomb?
I know it sounds crazy, but he was dressed like a clown.
Oh God, it's him again.
Again? What do you mean again? Well, let's do the evidence first, because there's not a lot of those.
I found this newspaper outside the cafe.
That is not a newspaper, it's a gossip rag.
There's something written in it. Salah Eddin, 1345.
It sounds like a betting tip. The name of the horse and the time of the race. What do you think?
I don't think it is. That's too obvious. I wouldn't mind betting this is a coded message.
It's a romantic notion, but I don't think so.
Alright, what about this?
Look, the inspector gave me his card.
Also,
You know him?
oh yes, we've met. I didn't know his first name was Augustin. It suits him, I must say.
Alright, let's talk about the clown.
Have you met the clown before?
It's a long story.
Maybe
I
it's a
have
long
plenty of
story.
time.
I don't.
Okay, whatever.
Who's the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name was Planter. I didn't know him, but he called me last night. He said he had a story which would interest me. He asked me to meet him at the cafe. I guess I'll never know what he wanted to tell me.
Not unless you have Rosso's gift for psychic interrogation.
Oh, we can talk about the clown again.
Why won't you tell me about this clown?
Why do you want to get involved?
Because he almost killed me. Isn't that reason enough?
I guess so. Listen, I'll give you my phone number.
Oh my god, we got a lady's phone number, guys!
You help me with my story, and I'll let you in on what I know. And let's get one thing straight right now. This is strictly business.
Okay, it's a deal.
I have to go develop these pictures. A bientôt, monsieur.
Fine, I'll, see you soon.
Oh, can we not ask her about the other things? Okay. Let's go talk to the guy that's doing construction. See if he knows. Oh, she's just. I like how you can still see her walking.
The muscular workman wore a morose expression, like a silent warning to leave him to get on with his job. Hi, can you spare a few minutes?
I thought you'd been arrested.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
When he pulled that gun, I thought that was it. Those automatics pack quite a punch, you know?
They let
He
a
made a
cop have
mistake.
an automatic.
He thought I was a terrorist.
You? A terrorist?
Oh god, this really did come out.
He was
before
only doing his
9/11.
duty, I guess.
Alright. How's about the
Did you
gun?
see an old guy with a briefcase?
Wait, silly old coot. Do you know what he said to me? Work fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day. Care did. I could have knocked his block off.
Did you see a clown come by this way?
A clown? Like in a circus?
Yeah, with makeup and a big red nose.
Huh! Those guys are funny, aren't they?
Not in my experience.
I love the circus, especially the horses.
You haven't answered my question. Have you seen a clown?
You think I've got time to watch everyone who passes by? Some of us have to work for a living.
Take a look at this.
You told me you weren't a cop.
Don't shout about it.
Yeah,
I'm working
that makes
undercover.
Who are you looking for?
That's confidential. Check out my card.
I've seen it already.
Did you recognize the old man?
No. Should I have done? Was he a celebrity?
No, but I guess he is now. His name was Plantar.
What? He's dead then?
Yeah.
That's too bad. Now I wish I hadn't called him what I did. If only I could turn back the clock. If only I'd been more tolerant.
He's talking
Regret
like he
and
just
remorse
called him
are
a
strange
slur.
emotions. They really bring out the hammiest actors in people. Look, I know you're busy, but surely you'd have noticed a clown.
I told you already. I didn't see a thing.
He was wearing multicolored baggy trousers and makeup.
He'd be a poor sort of clown if he didn't.
I gotta go.
Don't let me keep you.
Toolbox?
Hey, stop that. Get away from there.
I suppose
What
it'd
do
be
you think
crazy
you're
if he
doing?
just let us take
I
his
was-
tools.
Admiring your toolbox.
Are we? Had a good look, have you? I'm warning you. If you touch it, I'll crack your nut.
Not the nut.
Okay, I get your point.
Don't touch that phone.
Sorry.
I wonder if the clown came from a different direction. Because there's another path like over here. So maybe he came from that direction, that's why the worker didn't see him. Not singular. You know what, you're right. At least the worker would let us keep one nut. Oh, never mind. This is an alley.
It was a battered old trash can.
So look around. No.
The window was protected by stout-looking iron bars.
I guess the clown could have like climbed down the manhole cover.
The drain pipe looked as if it would bear my weight.
Are we gonna? We're not
I
gonna
took a
climb
deep
on
breath
that.
and prepared to climb the drain pipe.
Oh, we're like.
I guess
Oh.
the clown had an escape over the rooftops.
I was gonna say I'm not ready to climb.
It was a
on
stack
the
of
pipes.
cardboard boxes which had once contained bottles of wine. I examined the boxes closely. They were damp and smelly and decidedly empty.
At least we're going. Let's keep one nut followed by. Oh, never mind. Oh my-
It was a battered old trash can.
I say what I say. Life's too short for regrets.
It smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon. It was a battered old trash can.
Anything else in the trash can?
I'd had it with sticking my nose into French trash cans.
Alright, what about...
It was a plastic crate. There was nothing of interest.
what about the manhole cover? Maybe you escaped through the manhole cover?
It was an iron cover concealing the entrance to a drain or sewer.
No, it's
I
stuck
tried to
on
lift
there.
the cover with my fingers, but couldn't gain any leverage.
Alright. Maybe I can follow the cat. No, the cat's just somewhere else. No. Alright. Maybe I just keep going past the worker.
Set into the huge gate was a smaller access door.
Can I go in here?
The door was securely locked.
No. Alright, what about this way? Ooh! Okay, so we're here. Café de la Chantal Verde. And then, okay, police. Is that the police station?
The policeman was not much older than me. His face wore an expression of intense concentration.
We're about to break this concentration.
Excuse me.
Not so fast. I'd like your personal details, please.
Huh? What for?
In the event of an accident, it would help us to know where to send the body.
Look, is this really necessary? I came in here to talk to Rosso.
Why did you not say?
Have you had any reports concerning a suspicious clown?
Why, yes. There was a fracas only this morning. 3 arrests for public disorder.
And you say there was a clown involved?
A clown and a particularly offensive piece of sculpture with balloons. Are you in any way involved with the reprobate, monsieur?
No, not me. May I see Inspector Rosso?
He is not here.
But
Do you wish to leave a message for him? I have a choice of blue or black pen.
Oh, that's
I'd
nice of him.
recommend the blue for a less formal communication.
Sure.
I'd
That
prefer
is
to
true.
talk to him in person.
As you wish, monsieur.
Is Sergeant Moo available?
What? You want to speak to him?
Yes, please.
I cannot recall the last time someone asked to speak to Moo. No one ever speaks to him. Not even his kids.
Damn!
Eh bien,
Not even move.
he is not here, monsieur. He is with Inspector Rosso. Like Laurel and Kitten. No, monsieur?
Hardy. Oliver Norville Hardy. What do you make of this newspaper?
There's a story about a Nobel Prize winner from, somewhere I can't pronounce.
Yes. And someone has written Salah ad-Din.
Well, that's a mystery to me.
Take a look at this.
Inspector Rosso's personal card. Where did you get this?
He gave it to me.
Why?
I think he was impressed with my powers of observation.
Mm.
He asked me to contact him if I had any information.
I see. You are a grass.
A grass.
Do you know anything about Rosso's psychic techniques?
I cannot comment on my superior's methods. All I will say is that Inspector Rosso has an impressive record.
He's a good detective?
One of the best. He's a man of honor, with a fine sense of duty.
You wouldn't say he was... a screwball?
Not to his face, monsieur.
That's fair.
Thanks for your help, officer.
Alright, Okay, so we have telephones over here. Alright, I probably have to go back to the scene of the crime. And probably to do something. Can I talk to the sergeant about anything?
Excuse me, Sergeant.
Please go away, monsieur.
I know the identity of the dead guy. His name was Plantar.
Is that so? You knew him, did you?
No, but
We'll know everything there is to know about him soon enough.
I'm trying to be helpful here.
The best way you can help us is to go home, monsieur.
Did I show you this newspaper?
Yes, monsieur.
Okay.
See you later, Sergeant. I examined the jagged glass remaining in the window. It was broken, all right.
Did I talk to the worker about everything? About all the people, at least?
Hey, you!
What do you want now?
Ooh, okay, I can talk to him about a few things.
Listen, I have to find that clown. He's a killer.
Why would I want to help the cops?
I'm not a
Community
cop.
spirit. Together we can combat crime and stuff.
How do you know this guy's a killer? Did you see him in action?
Didn't you hear the explosion? The cafe was blown up.
The clown killed the old man?
That's right. Blew him up with a bomb concealed in his squeeze box.
Merde. But why did he go to the bother of dressing up like a
That
clown?
is true.
Who can unravel the tangled logic of a killer's mind?
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's some deep-seated psychological need. Or just plain showmanship.
Yeah, about the toolbox.
What's in the toolbox?
What's in the toolbox? As if you didn't know. What's the big deal about tools, anyhow?
They're cool. Tools are civilization.
You don't say.
That's right. Tools are what distinguish us from other animals.
Who are you calling an animal? I've met your sort before. Looking down your nose at me because I'm working
didn't say
class,
that.
I've a good mind to knock your block off.
Alright, ask about the
What
toolbox
kind
again.
of tools do you keep in your box?
Huh? You really are interested in tools?
Sure, like I said, tools are...
Yeah, civilization. So you keep saying.
So, are you gonna show them to me?
Am I? Why, you?
Aw, come on. Just a little peek.
I got work to do. Find someone else to bother.
We're just gonna keep asking about it, huh?
Do you have a tool for lifting manhole covers?
Ooh.
As it happens, I do.
Cool. Lend it to me, just for a few minutes.
No,
Aw, come on.
no. Get your own.
Okay, we're gonna keep bugging him about this.
Let me explain what I'm going to do with your manhole lifting tool.
Let me explain what I'm going to do with my beak.
Oh, hey, forget it. I'll come back when you're in a better mood.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Alright.
I gotta go.
Don't let me keep you.
That's the alley. Maybe I have to go to the police station and then call the reporter? Because I didn't ask her everything that I wanted to. There we go.
Bonjour, Kula.
Ooh.
Oh, hi. It's George Stobart, the American at the cafe.
Ah, oui.
You said to call if I could help.
Have you any news for me?
Well, I haven't had a lot of luck.
You found nothing.
No.
Look, I'm very busy right now. Call me if you have any news, okay?
Oh. Yeah, I guess.
Adieu, monsieur.
Yeah, see ya.
Okay, so I can't do that. Solemn Adin 1345. Anything else in the police station I can look at or no? No. Okay. And I talked to the policeman about everything.
Hi, it's me again.
Again?
Yes, I spoke to you earlier.
But of course. It is Monsieur Hardy.
Stobart. George Stobart.
No.
It doesn't matter.
I'm missing something here. Do I have to get the sergeant to let me in?
Excuse me, Sergeant.
Yes,
I've got Inspector Rosso's address card.
yes, monsieur. You showed me before.
See you later, Sergeant.
Maybe if I look at the umbrella, it'll be different dialogue?
I contemplated crawling under the umbrella and pretending none
same
of this had ever
dialogue.
happened.
I swear to God, if I have to use a hint already. There's something I'm missing here. Do I have to interact with the drain pipe again?
I decided I'd had enough of messing with that drain pipe.
No.
Hey, you!
What do you want now?
Would you like to read my newspaper?
Oh, is this actually a
I
thing?
haven't got time to read that. Can't you see I'm busy?
You could read it on your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
Hey, yo.
Ah, look at this. Damn bleeding heart liberals. Yeah, save the dolphins. Catch them and eat them, I say. All that fuss over a bunch of fish. Nah, that's more like it. Look at the size of those. Like champagne bottle corks, no? Ah, what's this? Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe.
It's a racehorse?
A horse? A legend.
Oh, the reporter was
Bucephalus
right.
reborn, mon ami. Like a streak of lightning she is. Do me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that knife.
What about your toolbox?
Stop it. Help yourself.
Yay! Now we can open the manhole cover. And he's just walking away.
I'd found just what I wanted. A tool for lifting manhole covers.
Watch, it's probably just a crowbar. Oh, okay. Okay, now we can just use that telephone that's on the ground. Okay. Alright. Let's go open that manhole cover. I'm just so happy I didn't have to use that hint already. I'm like, I swear to God, if I have to redeem a hint, I'm already at this point. Would this mean that the clown would have a, like, this tool? Watch the old
I
man
lifted
be
the
the
cover
clown.
to reveal what smelt like the entrance
Hold
to
up.
a sewer.
Alright, I'm back. I got food. You got a slice of cake, Lucky. What kind of cake? Also, I will now be eating as I'm doing this. chicken and pasta and broccoli. I love vanilla. Oh, this is a little loud though. Let me turn this down. This should be fine. Oh, I didn't mean to resume. Oh, was that not sound? Oh no, I think it is sound effects. I just didn't have it turned down enough. Okay, hopefully this should be good. Can you guys hear me over the sewage?
It was a shiny red plastic ball sat incongruously on the slippery green slime floor. As I picked up the plastic ball, I realized it was intended to be warm.
Well, the clown did escape to the sewer.
It was the clown's red nose.
Man, I don't know if this was the movie It. I guess we gotta follow the trail. Oh, it's so much quieter in here. Oh, that's... Why is that so much louder? Hold on. But the sewage is a bit loud. It really is a bit loud. Like, 1 second the volume's fine. The next second it's like blaring. Okay. Oh, we're gonna figure this out, guys. Okay, I think this is good for the sewage.
It was a soggy, crumpled paper tissue. I scooped up the sodden tissue. It was cold and greasy, like breakfast leftovers.
Alright, then we got an obviously green piece of material over here.
It was a small scrap of cloth caught on the rusting spike. I took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike. The railing was put there for a simple reason, to stop people getting past. It worked.
What about climbing up here? Where does this lead? Where does the clown go? Oh! Well,
Hi there. Hold it right there, you sewer rat. I knew you'd come back. And now I've got you.
What are you talking about?
huh?
You're trespassing. Come out of there, immediately.
That's what I'm trying to do. Give me your hand.
Ha!
Ha! You won't catch me with tricks like that. Keep your distance, monsieur.
Okay, okay.
Now, what were you looking for?
Clown?
I was looking for a clown.
Huh, ridiculous. Do you really expect me to believe that?
He planted a bomb in the cafe and blew it up.
What? The cafe? Blown up? Mon Dieu, that is awful. And you say the person responsible was dressed as a clown?
Yep.
That's right. He blew up the cafe, escaped into the sewer, changed his clothes, and came up here.
Ah, mon Dieu! Then, the man I chased, do you think that man and the clown are
Probably.
one and the same?
Well, yes, it had crossed my mind.
Ah, that still does not explain what you were doing down the sewer. For all I know, you are in league with him.
Oh no, I'm just a tourist.
Ha!
Most tourists are content with the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre,
That's fair.
or the Pigalle. I didn't realize my waste pipes were such an attraction.
Alright, we got a lot of stuff. Let's start with the evidence.
Perhaps you'd like to take a look at my card?
Are we gonna pass ourselves off as a detective?
What is this? Inspector Augustin Rousseau? What does that say? Hominoid Division?
Oh.
Homicide. I think the ink's smudged.
Then you are not a tourist.
Okay, I'm not. I lied to you, and I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, monsieur. You know, I had a feeling there
We're
was
just gonna
something
say that we're a cop, huh?
different about you. It is your posture, your poise. Oh, yes. There is no mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man. And I should know. I was in the army, you know.
Oh.
When I was your age, I was fighting for my life in the African desert. How can I help you, Inspector?
Let's start over
Damn.
from the beginning
That worked.
and tell it just like it was. This is what I used to open the manhole cover.
I have one just the same as that, monsieur. I will fetch it if you like.
No, don't bother.
Oh, it is no bother, monsieur.
Nah, forget it.
Just trying to be helpful, monsieur.
Take a look at this false nose.
Aha! That looks like a clown's nose to me.
Precisely. He must have dropped it in his panic.
Unless he wanted you to find it.
Why would he want to do that?
To put you off the scent.
That's fair.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur. It's disgusting. What on earth possessed you to show it to me? Someone has emptied their nostrils into it.
Does this piece of material mean anything to you?
Ah, that is the same cloth as the jacket I found. I'd recognize that pattern anywhere.
Alright. Talked about the clown.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
Oh, he was a mean one, monsieur. He grabbed me
He was
in
a
an
mean one,
armlock.
Mr. Grinch.
His face suddenly next to mine. His grip was like iron, but he did not know what he was up against. Oh no, he made a big mistake when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Guys are hyenas.
Yes, I get the picture.
Alright.
Now, about the jacket you found. Do you have it here?
No, monsieur. One of the sleeves was badly torn, so I sent it for repair. A pity, because otherwise it was a fine piece of quality tailoring. It had the tailor's name inside on the label.
Oh.
Where did you send the jacket?
I gave it to an itinerant Romany seamstress.
Just my luck. Was there anything in the jacket pockets?
Not a sou. You know what I think?
Do tell me.
He changed out of the clown suit and cunningly disguised himself as an ordinary person.
Oh, damn.
Looks like I'm up against a mastermind. What was the name on the label?
Ah, it was a foreign name. Todrick, I think.
Did you get the address?
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Oh, we gotta call
Well, I don't
number.
expect you to remember a phone number you've only seen once.
74 98 08 59.
You're kidding.
Damn.
That's his phone number?
Yes, that's it. A little trick with numbers that I learned in the desert. I was taught the technique by a Tuareg shaman.
That's incredible.
It comes in handy at the supermarket checkout. Do I get a reward?
Honesty, monsieur,
a
is its own reward.
Pat in the back.
Then I'm glad I do not rely on honesty to pay the bills.
Let's talk about.
Does the name
Liam.
Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
So you don't want to hear about my experiences in the desert? I fought to make this country what it is today.
I'm sure you did, but I'm a little short of time. Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
You can't suspect her, surely.
Just answer the question, please.
Yes, I know her. Quite well, you could say. She
Oh.
came to work at the cafe 7 months ago. I look forward all week to the relief she gives me when she visits.
Really? So you'd miss her if she wasn't there?
Oh, ben oui. Who else would I find to cut my toenails?
What? Okay, we're gonna go past that.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, yes, he was. Clutched in his arms like a baby.
That belonged to his victim.
Oh, what do you think was in it? Drugs? Stolen jewels?
I don't know, but the killer thought it was worth a man's life.
Nothing is worth that, monsieur.
I have to be going. Thanks to your help, the citizens of Paris can sleep a little easier tonight.
Vraiment? I was only doing my duty, monsieur. Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon. I'll let you out.
Hey. Oh, it's the door
I
we
hope
went
you
through
find your
before.
man, Inspector.
So do I.
Alright. Let's call the lady, because we do have information now. Oh, wait, no, we could call the tailor place.
Hello? Who is this? Hi. My name's George Stobart. You don't know me.
Correct, Mr. Stobart. I don't. What can I do for you?
What an
Well-
opener.
I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe come over and talk to you?
No, that's not possible.
Oh, okay. Forget it. Listen, all I want is a name.
What are you talking about? Who are you working for?
I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice.
Ah, thank God. I thought you were the police.
There are
Oh.
innocent lives at stake, Mr.
I was about to
Todrick.
say, we could just say we're the
Lives
cops.
that you could save.
You're collecting for charity, yes?
No, I'm not. All I want from you is information.
Go on. I'm listening.
I can't believe this is working.
Do you know a guy called Plantar?
No, I never heard of him.
Shall I tell you what happened to Plantar? How he was killed in cold blood?
I told you, I never heard of Plantar.
I expect Plantar's a family man, don't you? In their little apartment, Madame Plantar is cooking the supper, listening for the familiar sound of her husband's key in the door. Junior is waiting for his daddy to come home from
Oh
work.
my god.
He can't wait to show him the merit marks he earned in school today. Only tonight, Monsieur Plantar won't be coming home.
You forgot the puppy.
Huh?
The faithful puppy dog, waiting for the sound of his master's voice.
Well, maybe they don't have a dog. What do you think?
I don't know Plantar. I never heard of Plantar. None of this has anything to do with me.
Alright, let's talk about the clown.
What do you know about the clown who bombed the Café de la Chandelle Verte?
I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
You're cool, Todrick. But I think you know more than you're saying.
I don't know who you be, but sure I am you don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know if you're saying that to make me think you don't know what I mean, but... Oh, this is ridiculous. Quit playing games with me, Todrick.
I tell you, I know nothing about no clown.
I mean, I guess he was out of the clown getup by that time.
Did you know that one of your customers was a part-time clown?
If a guy feels happy with a funny nose and custard down his pants, what's the problem?
Alright.
Thanks for nothing, Todrick.
Damn. Alright, well, let's call the journalist. See if we have enough for her to help us.
Bonjour, Kula.
It's me again, George Stobart.
Hi, George. Any news?
You bet. I met a witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
Look, why don't you come here to my apartment?
Fine.
Oh my god,
Where do you
we're
live?
in, chat.
361 Rue Jarry.
Okay, I'll come right over.
Oh my god. Okay. Before we go, can we talk to the police about what we found?
Sergeant Moo?
Yes,
What do you suppose this tool is used for, Sergeant Moo?
it looks like something an obstetrician would use, monsieur.
It was with tools like this that the clown made his escape.
I don't understand.
He opened up the hole and disappeared into the bowels of the earth.
If you say so, monsieur.
I found this red nose in the sewer,
What were you doing down there?
fishing for clues. That's where the clown went.
You still insist you saw a clown, monsieur?
Of course. And this novelty nose proves it.
It will take more than a plastic proboscis to convince Inspector Rousseau.
You don't want this as evidence, then?
Certainly not, monsieur.
Oh my god, imagine turning down actual evidence.
Do you recognize this dirty tissue?
No, monsieur, I do not.
I found it in the sewer.
Perhaps it would be better if you put it back there.
No way! This could be an important clue.
Watch the tissue
you
break
say
the
so,
whole
monsieur.
case.
I believe this material came from the clown's clothing.
If you are right, monsieur, then the clown must be an Englishman.
Well, how do you figure that?
Only the English would wear a suit made from material like that.
Don't you like the English?
It is not so much a question of liking, rather one of taste. They have none.
Ha! Got him.
I've tracked down the clown's movements, Sergeant.
Is that so, monsieur?
Yeah, there's a man down the street who saw him crawling out of the sewer.
Dressed as a clown?
No, he'd changed into ordinary clothes by then.
So, how did he know it was the clown?
He didn't, but all the clues add up.
Little children can add up, but I wouldn't let them manage my bank account.
Okay, so this man doesn't want to hear about our evidence.
See you later, Sergeant.
At least the reporter will listen to us. Here we go. Ooh, let's talk. Ooh. New person. Let's talk to the flower seller.
The woman was doing something with a pair of needles that couldn't be described as knitting. She was a cheery old soul, the kind you'd walk across the street to avoid.
Oh my god. What's with this guy and old ladies? What does he have against them?
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
No thanks.
I'm very good, and it only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to.
Alright.
What do you make of this tool?
Is it something a dentist would use?
A dentist.
No, it's for raising manhole covers.
Formidable.
Do you recognize this nose?
Non, monsieur.
What can you tell me about this tissue?
Nothing.
What can you tell me about this material?
It's a very expensive piece of cloth, monsieur.
So the clown's wealthy.
Are the flowers for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay. I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No?
They are lilies, monsieur. Some people associate them with death.
Yikes. Well, thanks for telling me. What other flowers do you have?
Dahlias?
What do they signify?
Insecurity.
Ha! Got him.
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me. What about the tall yellow ones?
Those are iris, the flame of passion.
And the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
Well, they're no use to me. I want to make an impression, not jump down her throat. Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me, in the apartment block across the street. The door isn't locked, but you'll need to give it a gentle nudge. It sticks, you see, because of the damp. The landlord said he'd fixed it before winter sets in. He's been saying that for 3 years.
Sounds like a landlord to me.
How long has Mademoiselle Collard lived here?
A few months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating, it's a struggle to keep warm. The only reason I stay is because the rent is cheap.
You know what? I get
Your
that.
young lady, she deserves better.
I thought Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer.
Not as successful as she makes out for all her fine clothes. Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep at night.
That's awful.
Now don't you let on that I've told you. She's proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
I've changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
You're going on a long journey.
My, oh my. What a surprise. Can you tell me anything I don't already know?
10 francs, please, my dear.
10 francs? That's a ripoff.
Please yourself.
How does this fortune-telling routine work?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be selling flowers for a living.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were blessed with the gift?
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose. Some of us are born with a built-in receiver dish. I just happen to be one of the lucky ones.
Can you really foretell the future?
Only time will tell, monsieur. The strange thing is, I can't seem to see myself in the future. Other people, I have no problem. But when I try to see what might happen to me, nothing.
That must be scary.
Maybe. I figure it's a kind of natural safety mechanism. Either that, or I don't have a future.
Oh, damn.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
Alright, let's go into the apartment.
The door was shabby and in need of a coat of paint. I couldn't imagine the Collard woman living here. Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock.
Ooh, this is a nice place.
Bonjour. I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
Please, call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George.
Oh, I was gonna say, can I look around? Guess we're going straight to business, huh?
Eh bien? And what have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers beneath the cafe.
I thought I could smell something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number.
You had better luck than I did.
Luck, she said. Luck! Hard work, I'd call it. What happened?
I took my photographs to the editor, but he wasn't interested. Can you believe it? He told me to drop
Not
his story.
interested in the cafe
But
being
you're not
bombed?
about to do that.
Oh no. I am going to find out what's behind these killings. You know what I think? It's a conspiracy. The police in 3 different
Conspiracy?
countries have kept very quiet about the murders. The press don't connect them at all. They blame them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists.
That covers just about everyone.
Alright. Got a lot to talk about.
I found this false nose in the sewer.
Hey, what's this inside it?
The contents of someone's nose?
Don't be cross, George. It says La Risée du Monde. Masks and costumes. It's a costume shop near the Gare Saint-Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown costume.
Hired
Why
the
can't you
clown
put it on,
costume?
George?
No way am I wearing this. I'd look really stupid. Besides, you might have had a cold.
Gotta know the grammar of this game. Hired the clown costume.
This is the tool I used to get into the sewers.
Fascinating, George.
You're not interested, are you?
Of course I am. I think it was very brave of you to go down those sewers.
Yeah? Well, it was kind of scary, but, well, I had a job to do. I found this tissue down the sewer.
Oh, that's disgusting, Josh.
I think the stuff on it is grease paint, like actors use. Or clowns.
It's still disgusting. Get rid of it.
We're never gonna get
I
rid
found
of
a
that tissue.
piece of material near the cafe. When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed the film I shot at the cafe. Here, George, it's an enlargement I made.
No.
Look what that guy's wearing.
Checkered pants. The same material as I found in the sewer.
That's right. This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh no?
Take a close look at his left cheek.
Yeah, he's got a
A
scar.
scar. In the shape of a horseshoe.
Oh, a crescent moon.
Got a new piece of evidence.
How come you enlarged this photograph of me?
Because I noticed the guy behind you, of course.
May I use your telephone?
Sure, go ahead.
Thanks.
Oh. Oh my god, we're just... Oh my god. No, not right now. Wait, actually, what
May I
happens
use
if
your
I...
telephone?
Sure, go
What happens
ahead.
if I call Nicole
Thanks.
from Nicole's phone? I just want to see what happens. Oh no, I can't even click on it. Upsetting.
How did Plantar get your name?
For the newspaper, La Liberté, they had written an article linking two unsolved murders, one in Italy and the other in Japan. The cases were remarkably similar. A wealthy victim, no apparent motive, and a costume killer. Plantar said he could supply me with more information. Somehow, the clown must have known about our appointment.
Interesting.
Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
The first was Onno Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. Imagine it! Millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off.
Was he killed for his money?
No. He had no living relatives, and his fortune went to the orphanage where he grew up. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was led to his death by a snowman.
A snowman. Hold on one second. I'm gonna move myself a little over just so you guys can see the dialogue more.
What about the clown's second victim?
Yamada, the controversial Japanese green politician. He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium. He was committed to dismantling Japan's automobile industry.
I can't see him gaining much support with a loony policy like that.
Yamada was a man of vision. He was years ahead of his time.
If you say so. How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say, flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
What? An emperor penguin?
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown. You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you what, I won't be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too. But this story could be my only chance of a big break.
Or a premature death.
Alright, this should hopefully be better.
You speak very good English for a French girl.
Thanks.
Ask about herself.
You speak very good English from America.
That's fair.
Tell me more about yourself.
Oh, there is not much to tell.
Well, how did you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought my first camera. I was 8 and my parents had just split up.
Oof.
Did you live with your father?
Yes, my mother went off with her new boyfriend. I don't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years
Aw.
later, he died in a plane crash.
Oh.
Ah, I'm sorry.
Well, it's all right. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really, always joking and laughing. Papa always wanted I should study art. That's why I went to college.
Did you learn about photography at college?
Oh, God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used. Paint, canvas, paper. Most of my year turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair. The only time I wasn't hungry was the time I did printing. I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
Do you have a boyfriend?
That's
Oh.
none of your business.
We're just being obvious, huh?
Rosso didn't blink when I told him about the clown. It's as if he already knew.
That is typical of a cold fish like Rosso. I've seen cheeseburgers with more spunk.
Alrighty.
I'm going back out to search for that clown.
Where?
I guess I could visit the costume shop.
Good idea.
Alright, we're just gonna go, huh? Alright. Actually, let's look, there's some other stuff we can look at over here before we head over.
I inhaled deeply, expecting to experience the scent of the flowers. What I got was traffic fumes. They were lilies or tulips, some kind of flowers anyhow. Pretty, I guess, if you like that sort of thing. Me? I couldn't see the point of buying something that was already half dead. It was a food store selling fruit and vegetables. I glanced without much interest at the fruit. It was dusty, shriveled, and tired looking.
Alright, now let's go to the costume shop, because the cops aren't gonna be helpful. At least we have a picture of the suspect. Oh.
The dummy wore a traditional Puro costume. At least, I guess it was a dummy. I gave the dummy Puro a tentative prod, but it didn't move. She reminded me of a girl I dated back in high school. Come to think of it, the dummy had more personality.
Oh my god.
As I was about to touch the dummy, I realized it had the same color eyes as Nico. The strange thing was, I hadn't realized I'd noticed the color of Nico's eyes.
Oh my god, we like her. Alright, anything else in here before I talk to the guy? Oh, novelty poop.
It was a disgustingly realistic plastic novelty, like one I'd left on the teacher's desk at school. Boy, that caused so much of a stink you'd have thought it was a real one. As my fingers closed on the plastic novelty, I realized my mistake.
Is that real poop?
It was a novelty, all right, but it wasn't plastic.
Well, damn. Was that
It was an
real poop?
antique phonograph, the kind you have to wind by hand.
Alright, let's talk to
The
this
guy's spoon-shaped face was mournful and humorless. He looked like a vegetarian in a slaughterhouse. Excuse me.
Bonjour, monsieur. Please, come in. Welcome. Leave the mundane world behind. For in these four walls, fantasy is king.
I don't want a costume.
Didn't you ever dress up when you were a child?
Not that I remember.
Incredible. You'll be telling me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't have a sister, and I think I'd look pretty silly in a brassiere. I just need some information.
Of course. How can I help you?
Have you heard of a man named Plantar?
I do not recall anyone of that name.
I'm looking for a man who hired a clown costume from you.
Oui, monsieur. I do not see how I can help.
Don't you keep a record of costumes that you've rented out?
Of course, monsieur, but...
Well, then I'd like to check your records. Give me the names of everyone who's rented a clown suit.
Impossible. There are too many.
The clown I'm looking for is a cold-blooded killer. Give me his name, and I'll see he's brought to justice.
I'd help you if I could, but you can't expect me to remember all my customers. You see, the clown costume is our most popular line, monsieur. On average, we hire out more than 30 clown suits
30
a
per
week.
week.
You'll have to give me more to go by.
Oh, we probably have to give
A
him the
description,
picture.
perhaps?
How come clowns are so popular?
I think it has something to do with their unpredictable nature.
Personally, I think clowns should be banned, along with mimes.
Oh
Oh,
my
come
God.
now.
Hot
Who doesn't
takes.
love clowns?
Yeah,
Me,
I like
for
a
one.
good clown.
What does this tool mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur.
Do you want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
Does this dirty tissue mean anything to you?
We're
Let me smell that.
smell that. He's smelling the tissue.
Bestheimer's number 7 white pancake.
Theatrical grease paint, right?
Oui, monsieur. La crème de la crème of Thespian accoutrement.
Have you sold any of it recently?
Yes, 2 cans.
About this tissue.
I have already given you my professional opinion.
All right, let's show him the photo.
Do you recognize this man?
Ah oui, he was here this morning. He chose 2 costumes, Bozo the clown and Seamus the pixie.
A pixie?
Very smart. Green silk with a taffeta lining. He gave me his name as Monsieur Khan.
Are you sure this is the same man who hired the clown suit?
Certainement, Monsieur Khan.
Monsieur Khan.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
My pleasure, monsieur. Allow me to shake you by the hand.
Huh? Well, okay.
I feel like it's gonna be a hand buzzer. Ah, I called it.
What are you trying to do, kill me?
You did not find it amusing?
I never saw the funny side of electroshock therapy.
Eh bien, it is yours to keep. A gift?
Do I need a license?
No, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
Oh, hey, at least we got a hand buzzer out of it. Alright, let's go. Let's go back to the crime scene. Maybe talk to the cop that's out there? Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, they boarded it up. So they're probably back at the police station. I wonder if I can ask the worker about the photo. Maybe it'll jog his memory.
Hi.
You're the guy who gave me the tip, aren't you?
Huh?
The racehorse. Salahuddin.
Oh. Yeah, but
I put every franc I had on that horse.
listen,
My lifetime savings. Next month's rent. Everything.
You shouldn't have done that, buddy.
God.
She won by 3 lengths.
Oh!
I'm a rich man.
Call me Lucky George, the punter's friend. So how come you're still here?
Ah, I'm not going to let my newfound wealth change me, not one bit. I bought this hole, fittings and all. Now I can come and go as I please. No more clocking on or completion schedules. No foreman breathing down my neck. Thanks to you, I've found paradise.
I'm getting a mushy feeling in my chest. But not half as mushy as your head.
What do you want now?
Alright, let's ask about
I
the
borrowed
things.
this tool from you while you were gone.
Keep it. I can afford to buy a new set now.
What do you make of this clown's nose?
It would be more amusing if you were wearing it.
That's fair.
Do you recognize this tissue?
Certainly not.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I don't.
No.
Would you like to shake hands with me?
No, I wouldn't. One of the real pleasures of being rich is not having to be polite.
That's fair.
I gotta go.
Don't let me keep you.
Alright. Well, I probably have to go to the police station then. Hey, yeah, he is there. Hey, it's the sergeant. How you doing, Sarge?
Excuse me.
Ah, Monsieur Stobart, n'est-ce pas?
That's correct. You remember me.
The retention of such data is part of my duty as a gendarme. That is how crime is fought, through attention to detail, not intuition.
Yes, sure. Did I show you my tool, Sergeant?
Yes,
His
monsieur.
tool.
Unfortunately, you did.
Are you sure you don't want this false nose?
Don't try my patience, monsieur.
Do you recognize this dirty tissue?
I told you, no, monsieur.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur.
It's the guy who bombed the cafe. The clown.
This man looks nothing like a clown.
He's taken off his grease paint and costume.
Then there is nothing to link this man with the killing.
The fabric
Nothing?
I have.
Look at those murderous eyes.
Hardly likely to get him convicted.
Would you like to shake my hand, Sergeant?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur. The gesture could be misconstrued.
Do you know a man named Khan? He's a shifty-looking guy with a scar on his left cheek.
No, monsieur. Has this man any connection with the bombing of the cafe?
Yes. I believe Khan was the name he used when he hired the clown costume. Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur. Stobart is here to see you, monsieur.
Did he say what it was about?
No, monsieur.
Very well.
Man, they're walking awfully slowly, huh?
Hi, Inspector. Remember me?
But of course, Mr. Stobart. My mind is a well-ordered faculty. A mental classification system that's the envy of the Bibliothèque Nationale.
Wow, he's so humble.
No tricks, mark you, monsieur. Just exercise. Just as our muscles waste through inactivity, so our minds decay. But there is no need. If only people would learn to exercise their wits daily.
If he was trying to impress me, it worked. He was pompous and patronizing, but he had style.
Eh bien, if you called about the bombing, you're too late. Investigations have been closed.
Already?
But
I've been taken off the case.
Oh.
what about the murderer, the dead guy?
It is out of my hands.
What do you make of this, Rosso?
It is a tool for gaining access to sewers.
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
I'd imagine it means you have not given up your pursuit of the clown.
You're absolutely right. I found this tissue in the sewer.
It would have been best if you'd left it there.
That's fair.
Would you care to shake my hand, Inspector?
Please don't be offended if I decline
Man,
your
someday
offer,
I'm gonna get someone
Stobart.
with his hand buzzer.
The palms of my hands are particularly sensitive.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No.
It's the face of a killer.
The man who bombed the cafe?
The photograph was taken soon after the explosion. He'd escaped through the sewers, leaving a trail of clues behind it.
Circumstantial evidence, Stobart. None of it proves a thing.
Don't you want to know what I found out about the killer?
I told you, monsieur, the case is closed. I have washed my hands of the whole affair.
Then I'll have to continue my investigations without your help.
No, you must forget the business of the clown completely. Go back to being an ordinary tourist, Stobart.
I can't let it go.
Did you find out the ID of the guy who was killed in the explosion?
I already knew who he was.
I heard that the bomb victim's name was Plantow.
Your sources are reliable.
He was a big shot at the Treasury, wasn't he? Maybe that's why you've been taken off the case.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I cannot comment.
What was that psycho-detective business you did in the cafe?
It is my theory that the passions evoked in violent crimes create ripples in the ether, invisible to all but the possessor of a highly developed and receptive mind.
I'm impressed. Can you bend spoons, too?
I didn't think a man of your obvious intelligence would stoop to mockery.
I'm not mocking. I've had personal experience of the power of the mind. I used to get ignored at parties until I read a book that changed my life.
Really? What was it called?
Hypnotism for Fun and Profit. He looked at me as if I'd farted at a funeral.
The power of mesmerism is a rare gift, not a party trick.
You're not going to try any of that psychic interrogation on me, are you?
Do you find the thought of my probing distasteful?
Let's just say I'd rather you didn't. I've got more doubts than doubting Thomas when it comes to mysticism.
Too bad. I think you would make an interesting subject under controlled regression.
The day I let anyone mess with my mind hasn't dawned yet.
Alrighty.
So long, Inspector.
He's not helpful. I do want to call the tailor again, see if he knows the name Khan. 'Cause now that we have a name and a face, maybe it'll be more helpful.
Hello? Who is this?
Mr. Todrick?
Oh, it's you again. What now?
The man I'm looking for is called Khan. He bought a suit from you, remember?
Mr. Khan. Yes, I remember him. Yes, I delivered the suit to his hotel.
Ooh.
The Hotel Ubu. I don't remember the room number. It was upstairs. The second room on the right-hand side of the corridor.
Thanks, Todrick. That's all I wanted to know. Now I've got you, Mr. Clown.
Alright, let's go get him. The cops aren't gonna be helpful at all. We are the police. Oh, look at these shifty guys.
The guy looked just like a weasel. Excuse me.
Yes?
What does this tool suggest to you?
Hard labor.
Have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
No.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Are you serious?
Oh, yes. Take a good look at the substance it's smeared with.
You are sick. Very sick.
Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
No, I never saw it.
Will you shake my hand?
Are you joking? Who knows where it has been?
Have you heard of a guy called Plantar?
No, that name means nothing to me.
I'm looking for a clown.
Are you trying to be funny?
No, I really am looking for a clown.
There are no clowns here except you.
Oh shit, got him.
Do you know a man by the name of Khan?
No, I don't.
It's very important I get to see him, and...
I told you, I don't know it.
Okay, this guy's not helpful.
Forget it.
What about this guy?
The man looked like an amiable Bigfoot. Excuse me?
Yeah?
Oh, that's not the voice I was expecting for him.
What do these... Oh, never mind. Have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
Nope.
Do you recognize this tissue? Think carefully now.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
I'm gonna
Does
have
he?
to hurry you.
ooh.
Time's up, so I'll tell you. It's a used tissue with a liberal dump of Bestheimer's number 12.
If you say so.
Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
Is this a trick question?
No, I simply asked if you recognized him.
Okay then. No, I don't.
Shake my hand.
Yeah.
Oh, rats. Do you happen to know a guy named Khan?
That ain't nobody I know.
I'm sorry to be a burden on your brain. You ever meet a guy called Plantar?
No, I ain't.
You missed your chance. If you're quick, You'll catch him at the coroner's. Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
No, I ain't. Don't tell me I missed him.
Yeah, you did,
Oh,
buddy.
that's too bad. I love the clowns, don't you?
I've seen daytime television that was funnier.
I love it when the little guys get hurt.
That figures.
Custard pies, hose pipe down the pants, then smack! A plank in the kisser.
See you later.
Not if you see me first.
Alright, let's go look at this.
The sign listed the price of rooms, and boy, were they expensive.
Okay, so
The
Khan's
killer must have been earning a
wealthy.
fat wad to pay for accommodation like this. The lobby was quiet, almost deserted.
Alright, let's take a look at this alley before we go in. See if there's anything of interest. Oh, no. Oh, there's really nothing. I mean, there's like a padlocked door, but I can't click on anything. Alright, let's just go in then. Thought maybe there would have been something in there. On the ground, maybe. Another manhole cover. Ooh, it's pretty. Let's talk to the woman first.
The woman was obviously English. She had all the qualities of Boadicea, Elizabeth I, and Margaret Thatcher rolled into one. It wasn't a pretty sight.
Oh my god, be nice to her.
Hi there, ma'am.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a man.
You disappoint me, my dear. For one foolish moment I thought... But never mind. Aren't you going to tell me your name?
George Stobart, ma'am.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George. I am Lady Piermont. The common reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady? I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
Oh, I don't know about that. Few of my ancestors are honest, not even to God. I can trace my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood. The blood may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear distracted, George. Is there any way I can help you?
Alrighty.
Can you think of any use for this tool, ma'am?
I can think of someone I'd like to use it on.
Oh my.
Do you know what this is?
As a guess, I'd say it was a clown's nose.
That's right. It was worn as a disguise by a vicious killer.
Good
we got one
heavens,
over
are you
here.
trying to alarm me?
It's true. He uses the name Khan.
I've never heard of the man.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
Good God, no!
I just thought the smell might be familiar.
Please, darling, put it away. I'm no shrinking violet, but that object makes me feel quite queasy.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him! That's Merlin!
Merlin.
She represented everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged. Merlin? You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens, no! Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest.
Would you like to shake my hand, ma'am?
Now, George, there's no need to be so formal. We met as tourists, and I want to keep it that way, despite the enormous social gulf between us.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
What do you mean, sweetie?
He's a murderer. He also uses the name Khan.
I am shocked, Mr. Stobart. Shaken. I took him to be a gentleman, a man of honor. Do you know, I'd rather like to assist you in stitching him up.
Stitching him up.
When did you last see Merlin?
It was no more than an hour ago. He came downstairs and spoke to that clerk chappie. Something passed hands. I couldn't see what exactly.
A briefcase?
No, smaller than that. A bundle of papers, perhaps. The clerk put it in the hotel safe and Merlin went out.
Are you sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the safe?
Yes, darling, positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously something of great importance.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'd sure like to get my hands on whatever it is.
I didn't know
I'll bet they
Merlin
had
bought
something
that
to do with
cafe. That's
Plantar's briefcase.
crazy.
Has Merlin returned to the hotel?
No, he hasn't. Are you going to search his room?
If I could get in there, I would. Did you know there's a gangster out front?
What makes you think he's a gangster?
The Italian suit and the bulge in his pocket?
Bulge in his
I know
pocket.
plenty of men with Italian suits and bulges in their pockets.
Oh my.
That doesn't necessarily make them gangsters.
Are you here in Paris on vacation?
No, darling, I'm on holiday. I needed to get away after Algy's funeral.
I didn't realize you were mourning the loss of a loved one.
I'm not. He was my husband.
Oh.
I'm sorry to hear about your husband's death.
You wouldn't be if you knew him, my dear. It gave me the opportunity to take a well-deserved holiday. Daphne suggested a change of scenery. Paris, she said.
Something tells me
romance
she
is just
killed
what you
him.
need to take your mind off the inquest. Well, the closest I came to romance was being wooed by a drunken Breton chef. I must say I was disappointed with his coq au vin. Not at all what I was expecting. I was thinking of cutting my holiday short, packing my bags and heading back to Hemel Hempstead. That was until last night.
Last night?
What happened to you last night?
I was stricken, Mr. Stobart. Cupid's arrow has cleft my bosom.
They couldn't really miss.
It was just as I'd always imagined it should be. The intimacy of candlelight, romantic music tinkling across the room, and then a stranger's glance. Those brooding eyes, that suave manner, those tight trousers. He was the man I'd been waiting for all my life.
I'm glad he finally turned up after all these years.
Ah, but it wasn't to be. He was merely toying with my affections. And if I ever catch up with him, he's dead.
Oh shit.
I have to go, ma'am.
At least
It was
she's
a
really good at
magnificent
the
old
piano.
Steinway piano. I figured the lady at the keys wouldn't appreciate a duet with a musical illiterate like me. The figure of a sexless youth was frozen in mid-skip with a silly grin on its stone lips.
Alright, let's talk to this guy.
I recognized the guy. It was the Nobel Prize winner from the country whose name I couldn't pronounce. Excuse me, didn't I see your picture in the news? You're that Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
Yes, that is me, in person.
I don't want to worry you, but have you had any threats on your life? You know, mysterious phone calls, letters made up of headlines cut from the newspaper.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you any idea what this tool might be used for?
I cannot guess.
Would it mean anything if I told you it was for lifting drain covers?
Such technology fills me with wonder.
What does this clown's nose suggest to you?
In my country, we have no use for clowns.
I'm glad to hear it.
They were dealt with most severely in the last cultural cleansing.
Oh my.
What about the mimes? Did you get them too?
All gone. Our streets are mime-free.
Sounds like heaven. Does this goo-smeared tissue mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Do you recognize this man? He calls himself Khan.
Yes, I know this man. Why do you carry his photograph?
I'm a private detective.
Oh, are we actually a private detective?
May I shake you by the hand?
I do not shake the hands of imperialist dogs.
Damn.
Now, that's a real bad attitude problem you've got there. Do you know a guy called Plantar?
I don't know anybody in Paris.
Oh, well, this guy's dead anyhow.
Why do you ask me about dead men? I have seen enough of death to last me a lifetime.
I'm, sure you have. Have you seen a clown?
I beg your pardon?
The clown. A guy in funny pants. Have you seen him?
My pants are from England. Marks and Spencer. They are a pleasure and a comfort to wear, with much support.
I'm real glad to hear that. You know, it's good to know you Nobel Prize winners are human too.
In my country, the people make do with string and egg cartoons.
For pants?
For everything. Oppression is the mother of ingenuity.
This is a photo of Khan, right?
That is just one of the names by which he is known.
What's your interest in Khan?
He is an enemy of my
Ooh.
people,
You know he's a killer.
of course, amongst other things.
Would you help me investigate Khan?
That is not possible. My instructions are to observe. I cannot jeopardize my position as an honored guest of this country's government.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Alrighty. Can we ask someone at the front desk? Oh, here we go.
Hanging from a brass hook was a key and a plastic tag.
Why does this guy look like a monkey?
I want some information.
Who are you? The police?
I'm conducting a private investigation.
Ah, I know only too well what you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home, no?
What do you make of this tool?
Stunning, monsieur. I bet you handle it like a professional.
Do you recognize this red nose?
No, monsieur.
What do you make of this tissue?
Do you wish me to dispose of it for you, monsieur?
Hey, no! It could be useful. I'm holding on to this.
As you wish, monsieur. Perhaps you would like a little plastic baggie to keep it in?
Nah, it's fine the way it is. Hey, shake my hand.
I'd rather not, monsieur. I'm still sore from the shock administered by one of the guests. He was secretly concealing an electrical device in the palm of his hand.
Who would do
Practical
that?
jokes are so puerile, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, sure. Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
What name?
I cannot tell you that.
I'm looking for a man who dresses like a clown.
This is a highly respectable hotel, monsieur. There are no clowns here.
If you say so. Do you know a man named Plantar?
No, monsieur.
I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Ah, oui, monsieur. May I see some form of identification?
Like what?
A driving license, perhaps?
I don't drive.
Your passport?
I don't have it with me. I could show you my operation scar.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I must have some form of unique ID.
You won't find a more unique ID than my scar.
I'm sorry. I must insist on a more traditional identification.
Rats.
Damn.
About the key hanging on the hook over there.
Oui, monsieur.
Which room is it for?
Number 21.
Is that room taken?
No. The guests checked out this morning.
I'd like to check into room 21.
That is not possible.
How come? You said it was vacant.
It is reserved for another guest.
Rats.
No, monsieur. Dutch.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
Alright, let's go up here. See if we can figure anything out.
The door was locked. The door was locked.
Alright. Will this door be locked, chat?
The door was locked.
Oh my god, the door was locked. Alright. So, we gotta find a way to get the guy to open the safe. And we gotta find a way to get into room 21, I imagine. Look, I think you might be right. I think the door is locked. Thank you for the hydrate check and posture check. Oh!
Just a minute, monsieur.
Oh!
What's your problem?
No problem, if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Just a routine security check, nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh, well, all right.
Search him, Flap.
You bet.
Hey, knock it off. Get off, you big ape.
Nothing, Guido. Zilch.
Our apologies, monsieur.
What? I had to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authorities.
You want I should break his arms?
No. Let him go, Flap.
Oh my god, they're real gangsters. I should go report them to the police. I'm gonna report them to the police.
Excuse me.
What do you want now?
I'd like to report an assault.
Yes, monsieur? Where is the victim?
I'm the victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
Outside the Hotel Ubu. They stopped me as I was leaving and went through my pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Flap and Guido.
Bon. I'll get them this time.
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is.
Oh, I didn't mean to click
You wish
on
to
him.
speak to him?
Not really. What are you going to do about Flap and Guido, Sergeant?
I'm going to bust them, monsieur. For years I have been hoping to pin something on that pair. Now's my chance. I'll show them. And the inspector.
Thanks, Sergeant. Thanks for taking me seriously.
I'm only doing my duty, monsieur.
Can we talk to the...
See you later, Sergeant.
Can we talk to the inspector? About them?
Excuse me.
What do you want now?
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish...
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur. Stobart is here to see you, monsieur.
Did he say what it was about?
No, monsieur.
Very well. What now, monsieur?
Oh no, nothing.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter? You call me from my desk and you say it doesn't matter? I could have you arrested for wasting police time.
I'm sorry.
Damn, nobody like threatened to arrest me. I wonder if now that we told the sergeant about it, if we go back to the hotel, will anything happen? No. Okay, cool. What if we go back to the journalist? Oh, let's question the flower seller, see if she knows anything.
Oh, hi.
Hello, my handsome friend.
No, I can't question
See you later.
anything.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
Alright, go up to the journalist, see if she can help us with something.
I found the address of the hotel where Khan the Killer stayed.
Yeah? Is he still there?
If he is, he's changed his name. What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Research, George.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh, well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking? Have you found out any more about the murders?
Well, it may be nothing, but both the clan's victims visited Paris earlier this year.
When?
The second week of July. They were both here at the same time.
Did they meet?
I don't know, but I can't imagine it was coincidence.
You know what?
See you later.
Where are you going now?
I could go back to the Hotel Ubu, I guess. Whatever those two thugs are after must be important.
I was gonna say, before I go back to the Hotel Ubu, I want to go talk to that concierge person that we met when we climbed out of the manhole. Because it's been a while since I talked to him. I wonder if he has anything useful. If not, then I'll just go back to the Hotel Ubu.
Hi there. Remember me?
Ah, mais oui, Inspector. Have you found him?
Who?
The man in the sewer, of course.
I'm, sifting through the evidence.
Rather you than me, monsieur. That reminds me, someone's been impersonating you. Came sniffing around just after you'd gone. Bold as brass. He tried to tell me he was a policeman. Inspector Rousseau, he claimed. I didn't tell him I'd been talking to you, not hours before.
Thank goodness. Impersonating a police officer is a serious offense. A man with so little respect for the law must be desperate.
Mm-hmm. Yes, my father used to say, desperation opens the door to the devil. He was always coming out with things like that. Stupid man. So, when you are not exploring sewers, what do you do?
I take a lot of showers.
Oh, very good, monsieur. A policeman with a sense of humor.
Oh no, he has nothing. We can ask about the photo.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, I do. It's that villain I told you about.
Shake my hand. Go on, shake it.
You're joking, aren't you? Nothing personal, but you've been mucking about down this sewer.
I have to be going.
Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon.
Alright, I guess we do have to go back to the Hotel Ubu and try to figure out what the thugs are doing.
Hey, Shorty.
Oh damn, we're getting bold over here.
I didn't think much of your trick, little man. I don't know what you're looking for, but you picked on the wrong guy. Maybe you'll spread the word around the sewers. George Stobart is on the case. That's Stobart. 2 B's and 2 T's. It sounded impressive to me, but the weasel didn't seem to share my enthusiasm. Still, I figured he'd think twice before gunning me down in the street in cold blood.
I do not like your tone.
Oh, yeah? And what are you going to do about it?
If you do not go away, I will gun you down in cold blood, right here in the street, without thinking twice about it.
Forget it.
Why do you make me go inside? I meant to talk to the other guy. Oh! Are we being searched
Hold
again?
it right there. Search him again, Flap.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay, let him go.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Don't you think you have some explaining to do?
Huh?
I'm an American citizen and a bona fide visitor to your country.
What the
You can't touch me up in the street and expect to get away with it.
dead law, creep?
Okay, there's nothing here. So whatever I need has to be in the hotel. call somebody on the phone?
Bonjour, couleur.
Hi, it's George. I have the address of the killer's hotel.
If you're going to pay him a visit, take care. Remember, that guy's a professional.
Thanks. I'll be fine.
Can I look at the register?
There was no one registered under the name of Khan, but the name in the book for room 22 was Merlin.
What now, monsieur?
I'd just been manhandled by a gorilla.
Yes? I do not see any signs of a gorilla.
No, not a real gorilla. It was a guy who looked like a gorilla. It happened right out front of this building.
Let me get this quite clear. Are you complaining or bragging?
I want to know what you're going to do about it. The scrawny one has a gun.
I suggest you contact the police.
Can't you do anything about them?
What goes on in the streets of Paris is hardly my responsibility.
Aren't you concerned that your guests are being intimidated by gangsters?
No one else has complained, monsieur. Did they steal anything from you?
Well, no. They didn't find what they were looking for.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't think they did either. Thanks for your help, buddy.
Can we talk to the other guests about the gangsters?
Hello again. Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
That gangster I told you about? He went through my pockets just now.
Good heavens! One never knows what to expect in foreign parts. Thank you for the warning, young man. I shall hide my credit cards in my underwear.
Oh my.
Would you distract the clerk while I borrow a key?
Are you asking me to aid you in a criminal act, darling?
Yes.
Oh, no. It's the key to an empty room.
And why, may I ask, do you wish to gain access to an empty room? Do you plan to squat?
No, ma'am.
The Scouts' honor?
I was never in the Boy Scouts, ma'am.
No, you should have been. What were your parents thinking of? It's a fine way for a boy to get licked into shape. Now tell me, why do you want to get into that room?
It's next to the room the killer is using.
Ah, so you plan to eavesdrop on Merlin?
I was hoping there might be a connecting door.
I shouldn't think my feminine charms would be much use in this case, but a good dose of English arrogance might do the trick.
Oh. You go get him, girl.
I say, you there, flunky.
Oui, madame.
Listen carefully. You do understand English, don't you?
But of course, madame.
Good. I wish to deposit some jewelry for safekeeping.
I understand.
Are you quite certain?
Oh, bien sûr, madame.
Over to you, my dear.
The way he just sauntered over. Alright, excellent. Licked into shape. You know what? I'm not gonna question it. She helped us.
The door was locked.
Oh my god, my guy used the key that you just swiped.
Maybe it wasn't the right room, but this was the right key.
Alrighty, let's have a look-see.
There was nothing in the wardrobe, apart from a vague, lingering smell of camphor. It was a massive mahogany wardrobe. A cabinet stood beside the bed.
Are we gonna go out the window?
The cabinet was empty, but it smelt of onions. No kidding, it really did. The window looked out over a narrow alley surrounded by high walls.
God, we're crazy. We're really gonna Indiana Jones this shit? Oh, dear Lord, we're really gonna Indiana Jones this shit. Did I accidentally load up Indiana Jones? The briefcase.
The assassin had been too smart to leave incriminating evidence beside his bed.
Let's look at the wardrobe first. Maybe we'll find a clown costume.
The interior of the closet was large enough for me to climb right in.
Oh, is there gonna be like a scene where basically he'll come in and we have to hide in
There
the
was
wardrobe?
nothing in the pockets of the pants. The pants were newly laundered and pressed with immaculate creases. I searched the interior of the briefcase, but as I'd half expected, it was empty. The bed was freshly made, and the crisp white sheets told me nothing about the killer's habits. The bed was several times larger than the narrow cot I'd been given at the place I was staying. It was the battered leather briefcase I'd seen Plantar carrying just before he died.
Nothing.
The door led back into the hall, idiot.
Oh!
I had the kind of feeling in my stomach that would usually send me running to the bathroom.
Hide in the wardrobe. Hide in the wardrobe. Let's hope he doesn't need to get into the wardrobe. Oh, he does need to get into the wardrobe. Oh, I mean, at least we can hide in there. My guy, you better not say a goddamn thing. Ooh, the pants! Do we get to search the pants?
The pants matched the jacket which the killer had lost in Paris.
Let's search the pants.
I couldn't believe my luck when I found two items in the pockets of the pants. The first was an ordinary matchbook. No matches, no clues. The second was a pass card which read, Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Now we can access the safe. Because the guy needed some ID, right? And then we'll probably get jumped by the gangsters, and then hopefully that sergeant can come and, like, help us out.
There was no one registered under the name of Khan, but the name in the book for room 22 was Merlin.
Hey, my guy, what's up?
The matchbook bore a pattern of swirling color and the words Club Alamut.
Club Alamut.
It was the card I'd found in the hotel bedroom. It read, Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation.
What now, monsieur?
Does this pass mean anything to you?
That is Monsieur Merlin's property.
That's right. Merlin the murderer. I want to see what he's left in your safe.
Impossible. I cannot betray his confidence, no matter what you say he's done.
You're making a big mistake.
Maybe. I can live with that. What now, monsieur?
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No, monsieur.
Maybe we can get the professor to help us out?
Hello again. Does the name on this matchbook mean anything to you?
Indeed it does, for Alamut was the home of the old man of the mountains. You do not know him?
No, I don't. Do you recognize this card?
No, I do not.
No.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
I found this matchbook in Merlin's bedroom.
It came from the Club Alamut. It might be useful to find out if that club is in Paris, George.
I got the key. Thanks for your help, ma'am. I found this pass in Merlin's room.
So, that deceitful little man is passing himself off as an electrician, is he?
Uh-huh. This guy probably has a million faces. I showed the pass to the clerk, hoping he'd give me Merlin's papers, but he wouldn't buy it. He's too scared.
I'll give him something to be scared of. Follow me, George!
Yes! Oh, I love this lady. I like how she was like, yeah, no, I'll help you out. Just 'cause it'd be fun.
Did you place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe?
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification?
Indeed he did, but
What's the problem?
he isn't Merlin.
A mere academic detail. Give him the package.
A mere academic detail.
That is against the law.
I happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I am the law. If he tries anything, shoot him, George.
My
Shoot
pleasure, Lady
him.
Piermont.
One moment, please.
If he doesn't, just fucking shoot him. I love this lady.
You know, I haven't enjoyed myself this much since Greenham Common.
I don't know what I would have done without you, Lady Piermont.
Voilà, monsieur. Le manuscrit de Monsieur Merlin.
Thanks.
How satisfying. An Anglo-American alliance that actually worked.
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of parchment. I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment.
I don't know. Yeah, this lady is the law. Alright, guys, we're ready to get mugged.
Hold it right there. Search him again, Flap.
Is this what you're after, Guido?
See, that's it.
I can explain everything. Well, almost everything.
Too late. You're on your way to feed the fishes.
I'm allergic to fish. I break out in blotches when I eat tuna.
Let's go.
Sometime later. Oh. Oh shit. Well, I think canon ending, I guess. I thought maybe the Sergeant's gonna come in and save us. I do have an idea. I wonder if I could just climb
The
down.
door was locked.
Oh fuck yeah, because he doesn't know how to use keys.
If I wanted my shins sticking out of my shoulders, I could have jumped. Mama Stobart didn't raise no suicidal fools, though.
Oh, I do have an idea though. Can I just call the police from the phone? Or have Nico call the police?
Bonjour, couleur.
Hi, it's George. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Hey, I've got something awesome to show you.
Oh yeah? What is it?
A surprise.
Oh, I don't like mysteries, George.
I can't tell you just now, but I'll come show you soon.
No. I was surprised he actually died. I was surprised
Hello
he
again.
actually died too. Oh, I have an
Thanks
idea.
for your help.
Goodbye.
Maybe I can't jump down to the alleyway, but maybe I can drop the scroll down the alleyway, and then when I come out, I'll
The
just
door
circle
was
back
locked.
and get it. We're cooking, we're cooking.
I knew this was no way to treat an ancient manuscript, but I couldn't let it fall into the hands of the goons waiting outside.
We'll get it. Alright, so now we can leave and they'll search us and then they'll be like, nope, he's got nothing.
Hold it right there. Search him again, Flap.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay, let him go.
Alright, and now we go grab the manuscript and then go back to Nico and be like, hey, look, babe, look at what I got.
If the manuscript was what Flap and Guido were after, they were going to be disappointed. I couldn't wait to get back to Nico's apartment and check it out.
Oh, we're going back to her apartment.
You're just not going to believe what I found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
No, it's better. I found the Declaration of Independence.
It's a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the Ubu.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantark?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
Look there, two
shit.
guys on the same horse.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they couldn't afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of two knights sharing a horse. Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusades. This guy, named Hughes de Payen, arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem. He offered to protect the Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subject to torture and confessed to heresy. Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master Jacques de Molay was burned alive.
Damn.
But the treasure of the Knights Templar was never found.
Jeez. So the treasure is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, we're supposed to be investigating a serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping. Think about it, Josh. One guy's already died for it, as you said yourself. Besides, that parchment is fragile.
Okay, I'm convinced. You keep hold of it.
Well, hot damn. This really is Indiana Jones.
I found this matchbook in the killer's hotel room. It's from the Club Alamut.
Never heard of it. Is there anything written inside it?
No, what were you expecting?
If this was a movie, there'd be a clue. A name or an address. That's no use. There aren't even any matches in it.
Oh well, I'll keep it as a souvenir. I found this in the killer's room.
What is it, a credit card?
ID, Thomas Merlin, of the Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Never heard of him, or the company.
Alright, manuscript.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Let's face it, we need help, George. Someone who knows about these things.
Who do you suggest? Indiana Jones?
I know a guy who specializes
Indiana
in medieval
Jones
studies.
mention.
His name is Lobino.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil who gets horny over ancient relics, I suppose.
So worried. Andre isn't stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
At the Kroon Museum. I'll give you the address.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
She reminds me of the Wicked Queen in Snow White.
She was the one who said mirror, mirror on the wall, wasn't she? She made me cry so much when I was a kid. Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
She didn't frighten me in the least.
Like I said, I was only a kid. I didn't like the crocodile in Peter Pan either. A knight with a crystal ball. Now, there's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's written in Latin. Per disciplinam mea lux videbis.
By my teachings, you will see the light.
You speak Latin? Where did you learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
Are we
Man,
a
you're
lawyer?
touchy. Tell me that again.
Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. There's a guy working on a loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Or a duvet cover. It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere famed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels?
It beats copper boxes.
Is it Ace Attorney? Maybe. Maybe this is a mix of Ace Attorney and Indiana Jones.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
I don't think I'd like to be half a bull, even if it was the bottom half.
What's that object between them?
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod.
Alright, let's ask a... Oh, that's it. Okay.
Maybe I'll check out the Kroon Museum.
I'm sure you'll find it useful, George.
Alright, let's go talk to this Lobano guy. Oh, I got an achievement. Hell yeah. Alright. Croon Museum. Oh, the door's open. I don't like the fact that the door's just open. I mean, I guess it's a museum, so it makes sense. But even then, the door would be closed. Oh, hey, security guard.
The attendant had an air of self-importance and the kind of steely eyes that never seemed to blink.
Alright, we have a lot of stuff to look at.
The case contained a collection of rocks. They were all shapes and colors, but they were still rocks. Above them, a sign read, L'Age Paléolithique. I tried to sneak my hand inside while the guard wasn't looking, but the case was locked. It was a statue from ancient Egypt. Those old civilizations sure could teach us a few things about art and beauty. The statue didn't deserve to be mauled by a Philistine like me. A metal rod attached to the wall was connected to the window.
Attention! Please do not open the window, monsieur.
Don't you think it's kind of stuffy in here?
Better stuffy than dead.
What's the problem? Fumes from car exhausts?
Not just that, monsieur. There's a new burger bar opened up across the street. The Laughing Buffalo.
So what's the problem?
They cook their burgers on a charcoal grill, and the fat falls on the open flames. The amount of organic compound and smoke particles released is astounding. Since they opened, local air pollution has doubled, and it stinks like a funeral pyre. That is why I keep the windows closed.
Well, hot damn. I thought it was something to do with, like, preserving the exhibits or something.
The case contained some fragments of pottery. They looked to me like broken flower pots. Above them, a sign read, L'Age Paléolithique. I tried to sneak my hand inside while the guard wasn't.
That's the same thing.
It was a tapestry of a lady, a lion, and a unicorn. If I'd had more time, I could have stared at it all day. Touching an object as rare and beautiful as that would have been the act of a barbarian. The totem pole looked distinctly out of place in the setting of the museum.
Oh, we're just gonna touch it, huh?
It was an ancient Egyptian sarcophagus with a beautifully painted effigy of its owner on the lid.
Leave it alone. That closet is over 3,000 years old.
Closet? It's a sarcophagus. It was a stone carving from ancient Egypt. I was no desecrator of tombs.
Alright, now let's talk to the guy.
Pardon me,
Oui, monsieur?
are you Lobino?
Oh, no. Fancy you mistaking me for him. No. I am the deputy custodian.
But Lobino does work here.
Work? I wouldn't go so far as to call it that. He studies here most days, but as you can see for yourself, not today.
What does this tool mean to you?
That belongs in a museum.
Pardon?
It is a priceless historical artifact, if I am not mistaken.
No, it's a plain old tool for lifting drain covers. Do you recognize this red nose?
I don't think so.
What do you make of this tissue?
It is absolutely disgusting, monsieur.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. Is there any reason why I should?
I guess not. Would
So,
you like to shake my
Can you get him
hand?
with the buzzer?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur.
Goddamn, someday we're gonna get someone with the buzzer.
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamut?
Oh, no. I don't frequent places like that.
Do you recognize this ID pass?
No.
Alright, now let's ask him about stuff.
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
Watch you take out the main villain with it? Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if final confrontation were like, hey, shake my hand.
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar. Although people often mistake me for one. It is the uniform, I guess. They see the clothes. They are impressed.
And they ask you to park their cars?
They ask me to party. No. They assume I am an authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar. Not like Monsieur Lobineau.
What can you tell me about the collection of pottery?
Those are remains of pots used by the original inhabitants of Paris. The Paris pot people.
When did they move out?
15,000 years ago, monsieur. Vanished in the mists of time. Didn't even have time to pack up their pots.
I thought the original inhabitants of Paris were a tribe known as the Parisi.
That is right, monsieur. Renowned for their pots. You see, in those days, people didn't have much in the way of possessions. A few flints, some animal skins, maybe the odd bone or two. Naturally, when the Parisi came along with their pots, why, everybody wanted one.
I guess they must have caused a kind of consumer frenzy.
Yeah, oui, they connect the market, cleaned up.
This guy's talking a lot of history for someone who doesn't know about history.
You don't know the first thing about those pots, do you?
No, monsieur.
Oh, he was just making it up.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, the tripod that's in the tapestry. Or the manuscript.
In the case was a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust. It was identical to the tripod pictured on the manuscript. A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Loch Marne at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory. Ireland!
What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, I was excited. As I reached toward the display case, a shrill piping filled the air. I froze, then tried to get myself together and act nonchalantly.
Eh, no. No, monsieur. No.
What's wrong?
You must not handle the exhibits.
I'm sorry.
So he's not here.
The tripod was definitely the one on the manuscript. The Templar connection confirmed it. I was tempted to go to Ireland to check it out.
I'm not gonna actually go to Ireland, am I?
I considered smashing my fist through the pane, wrenching open the window, and vaulting triumphantly into the building. Then I thought, no, that's dumb. Besides, I might get hurt. Through the grimy glass, I could see several large shapes in a gloomy room. What they were, I couldn't imagine.
Oh, bushes.
Access to the side and rear of the museum building was blocked by a dense clump of bushes. A real macho guy would have plunged straight into the spiky, scratchy bushes. Not me.
Maybe I go back to the apartment and be like, hey, he's not at the museum. Do you know where he could be? Not airport. Are we actually going to Ireland? I thought he was joking. We're straight up just going to Ireland. How long does it take to get from France to Ireland?
Several hours later, I arrived in Ireland, the Emerald Isle. I'd been lucky to get a bus from Dublin to the tiny village of Lochmarn. On the way out, the driver told me there was only one service a day. It was a trap door in the sidewalk. I tugged at the trap door, but it was locked from the inside. The lad was doing his best to express his adolescent aggression. His effort was somewhat diminished by the fringe of milk on his lightly feathered upper lip.
Talk to him.
Hi there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
An inspector.
Rosso's the name. Murder's my game.
Are you a detective?
Let's just say I'm here to find the truth.
Cool. Just like on the telly.
Cut the crap
I'm
and
far
tell me your
enough where
name.
no one's gonna find out
Liam
I'm not
McGuire.
Rosso.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run from me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks
Oh.
every last penny down his evil throat. And there's me poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chopped firewood for Father Mahoney till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home.
Why do I feel like he's lying?
Look, Ma, says I. See what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When suddenly, me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful. Compared to him, Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year.
Yeah, it's like way too sad to be true.
What do you think this tool is used for?
Lifting drains.
Dead right. How did you know that?
Work experience course at school. They gives me a choice of going down the drains or up the chimney.
You're kidding. Have you ever seen anyone wearing one of these?
Sure. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
It's a clown's nose. I was almost killed by the guy who wore it.
You should run tests on that, mister. You could identify the murderer with a sample of his snot.
Yuck. I don't think so.
I do have a sample of his snot on the tissue.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing.
Have you ever seen this man before?
What a slimy character. No, I never seed him.
Give me your hand.
Get lost.
Oh, come on. I just want to show you a little trick.
No way, mister. I don't do tricks. Father Mahoney told me I'd burn in hell if I did.
I just want to shake your hand, that's all.
Oh, all right.
Hey, we got somebody.
Gotcha. Neat, huh?
Didn't feel a thing.
Do you recognize this matchbook, McGuire?
No, sir. I never seen it before in my life.
Take a look at this, McGuire.
It's an ID card. What of it?
Ever heard of Thomas Merlin or the Gruber Electronics Corporation?
No.
Got someone who didn't feel it. He claims he didn't feel it. I bet he's
What
crying
can
on
you
the
tell me
inside.
about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No. It's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No. Only...
What?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, nothing?
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No.
What is it you're covering up? Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
Is it ghosts?
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Oh. There's a ghost.
Ah, I called it.
It's called the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Lochmarn, they all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. There's this clown, see, and he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
I don't think that guy's
Mister,
actually
I
25.
seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worse. It was coming from inside the castle.
Did you find out what was making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows. I could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but my legs had lost their stuffing.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome
Oh, I was gonna
sight
say,
it
you
is
actually
too.
saw the ghost?
I sat on my arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
Oh yeah, definitely rational.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Alright, let's go in here, see if anyone can help us out. Oh god, there's so many people! Alright.
The young red-haired guy was plainly nervous about something. Perhaps he felt threatened by the presence of a handsome dude like me. My name's George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
What do you think this tool is used for?
Something to do with horses?
Wrong. It's for opening manhole covers.
Oh, really? Well, you learn something every day.
What did this red nose suggest to you?
Blood.
Why's that?
I used to bleed a lot when I was a kid. Every time there was a playground scrap, I'd end up with a bloody nose. I wouldn't have minded, but I wasn't even involved in the scraps.
What does this tissue suggest to you?
Nothing.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No. At least I don't think so.
Look closely. He has a scar on his face.
No, I'm sure I don't know him.
Shake my hand.
It's a trick, isn't it?
Damn it, you're right. I can't seem to fool anyone. Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No.
Check out this pass.
Yeah. It's yours, is it?
Not exactly. Do you recognize the name?
Thomas Merlin? No. Never heard of him.
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves. More than a pint and I'll pass out.
What can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall, broke his head and died.
Oh shit.
We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
See you later.
Hey.
I'd been taught not to judge people by their appearance or their clothes or the length of their hair. Nobody ever said anything about runny noses.
Alright, next guy.
Hi there, old-timer. What? Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said, it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Pious prig. Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. 'Tis the hay fever.
Pollinosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
Alright, thank you for the hydrate and posture check. I am out of water, so I'm gonna take like a few minutes of a break to go get some water, and then when I come back, we'll continue questioning everyone in this fucking pub. Let me see. I'll put it here. I'll roll some ads in the meantime. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let's try to get through these guys.
Can you identify this tool?
No.
What does this red nose mean
Welcome,
to you?
thank you.
I suppose you're collecting for charity.
No, I'm not.
I come back
I want to
with
know
a
if you've
fresh
seen
cup of
someone
water. I'm
wearing
being
a nose like
insulted
this.
by bees
No,
again.
I haven't.
You could make use of this tissue.
Never use them. Those things are unhygienic.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Is that supposed to be you?
No, I don't have a scar on my face, and I'm not from the Middle East.
I can't tell without me glasses.
Hey, would you like to shake my... no, on second thought, forget it. What does this matchbook mean to you?
Nothing. Go away and stop bothering me.
Now it's bean soup. Oh my god. You turned my water into bean soup.
Take a look at this ID card.
Oh.
Take a look. Oh, yes. Little plastic picture.
I don't suppose it means anything to you, does it?
No.
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko. Lochmarn Castle is haunted.
That's what the kid outside told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very own eyes.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast, long beak, straggly, flappy wings.
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or something?
Skunk? In Lochmarn? That'll be the day.
Watch it actually be a skunk.
No, that was a ghost, to be sure.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
I know what I saw.
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh!
Ghosts don't
they
bother me.
thought that the other
I
one was
still
the
wanna
Phantom.
visit
That's
that
hilarious.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
Can I buy you a beer?
Very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff Leary sells.
What's wrong with it?
I've seen what it can do.
I'll see you later.
Alright, let's talk to the violin man.
The guy with the fiddle seemed oblivious to everything except his playing. Meanwhile, everyone else in the bar seemed oblivious to him. He wasn't listening.
Okay, what about this guy?
The guy sat in the corner as if he was a permanent fixture. Hello there. My name's George Stobart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
Does this tool mean anything to you?
I'd say it was for lifting manhole covers.
How come you know that?
I'm a man of the world, Mr. Stobart.
Does this red nose suggest anything to you?
It's a clown's nose, isn't it? I haven't been to a circus since I was 10 years old. O'Donnelly and I walked all the way to Ballymore, 15 miles in our bare feet.
Okay, and then tissue.
What do you make of this tissue?
I'd guess that muck on it is grease paint.
There's no fooling you, Mr. O'Brien.
Yeah, O'Brien's a smart one.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Nope, I've never seen him before.
I'd like to shake you by the hand, Mr. O'Brien.
I'd rather not. You see, I happened to notice that vibrating buzzer in your palm.
God damn it. Can I only trick
Does
a
this
child?
matchbook mean anything to you?
The design is Middle Eastern, I'd say.
What can you tell me about this ID pass?
Gruber Electronics. I've never heard of it.
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine sight now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
Can you tell me about the tripod which was found at the castle?
Now there's a bone of contention and controversy. It was dug up by an Englishman of the archaeological persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
Professor Pegram. The
I thought he was
same
going to
man
say
who
Professor
dug up
Lane.
the
I was
jet.
about to lose my mind.
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that. But he's gone from the village. A sore point with our esteemed host, I might add.
Why has Peagram's departure upset the landlord?
He's lost a paying guest, that's why. More than that, there's the question of an unsettled bill. Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
Can you tell me more about the landlord?
Mick Leary? He's what you call a would-be sophisticate. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's
oh,
true.
they meant toilet paper.
Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
Do you know where Peagram has gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmar. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
A gem?
What can you tell me about the gem which Peagram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
No.
Oh no.
Thank the Lord for that.
Have you heard of the Phantom?
More than that, I've seen it.
Oh, another
And
guy
let
who's
me
seen
tell
it.
you, it's a dreadful spectacle.
So it's not just a local legend. There really is a Phantom of Lochmar.
Oh no. I was talking about the Phantom of the Opera.
Oh.
Goodbye for now.
Alright, this guy.
There was a vacant look on his cow-like face that said quite clearly, nobody home. His elbow rested on an obviously soggy piece of towel. Hi, my name's Stobart, George Stobart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
What do you make of this tool?
It's for lifting manhole covers.
That's right. I found it in Paris.
Well, you look at that. A French sewer key. Marvelous.
What does this false nose mean to you?
No, you're a clown.
No, not me.
Haha, you're a good one, aren't you? Did you hear that, Michael?
I hate clowns.
Listen to this fella. I hate clowns, says he. Isn't he just the funniest man you ever did see, Michael?
He's not a clown, Doyle. He's not even remotely funny.
Thanks. Does this tissue mean anything to you?
No, but you should show that to my granny. She could tell you fortune from it.
From a
Oh.
soiled tissue?
Sure. Some people read tea leaves. My granny reads handkerchiefs.
I mean, I guess it's fair.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
It's a handsome mug on that fella, to be sure. Is he a film star?
Don't be fooled. This is the face of a psychopathic killer.
No. Well, there's one in the eye for me and my men.
May I shake your hand?
No, you can't.
Damn.
Well, how come?
Because I'll spill me beer if you do.
This man's got his priorities.
Do you recognize this matchbook?
No.
Does this security pass mean anything to you?
Well, no.
Do you know Professor Peagram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself? No, I don't. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't know him to talk to.
Do you know anything about Peagram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job. What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Peagram was digging for
What's a
historical
JCB?
remains, not coal.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
Here's the science of archaeology part. Understanding how people used to live by what they've left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and flavored condoms, more likely.
Is it true that Peagram found a valuable
Not
gem?
the flavored condoms.
First I heard of it.
Where have you been, Pat? That gem is the talk of every town from Lochmont to Ballydoon.
Nobody told me. The lucky sod. So that's why he scampered.
Did anyone from the village work at Peagram's Dig?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent. What a nerve. Hadn't I dug more holes than the rest of them put together?
Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He just joined up writing. Would you be one of them history fellows yourself?
Sure.
That's right. Professor Stobart, Miskatonic University.
You're an archaeologist, and you're asking us about the castle.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien. The gentleman was talking to me. How come you didn't leave with the others?
I didn't know they'd gone.
Oh, yes. Packed their spades and shovels and away they went.
Seems I missed all the excitement. Bye for now. It was a beer-stained piece of toweling. The man's arm lay across the towel, preventing me from moving it.
All right, one more
The
guy to
white
talk
whiskers
to.
on the bartender's flushed face were like garlands on a Christmas tree. The resemblance ended there. The top of his head was too slick and shiny to act as a perch for a Christmas angel.
Top of the morning to you.
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want
Oh my
something?
god.
Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well,
Not
I
a
was trying to be
xenophobia.
sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
Is it the room? Sure.
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a vacancy?
I could, if you don't mind waiting until the last guest checks out.
No problem. When will that be?
When the undertaker comes to collect him.
Oh.
Here's something which might interest you.
Huh? Well, what is it?
My passport to the sewers of Paris.
Is that so? Did you see the snooker last night, Mr. O'Brien?
We haven't got a television, Michael.
I know that. Why is it, if you don't mind me asking?
If God had made us to watch television, we'd all be like Dwight.
I take it no one wants to hear about my underground escapades.
I'd rather drink me own beer.
Does this false nose mean anything to you?
It's not Red Nose Day again, is it?
I don't know. But this is part of a clown's costume.
I know that. Good God Almighty, what do you take me for? And before you ask, I haven't seen any clowns in the bar.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
That's disgusting.
Uh-huh. I found it in the sewers.
Well, what's the idea of waving it around in my face? You're worse than old Ron. Put it away, man.
Do you recognize this man?
No, I don't. What do you want with him?
I've got a score to settle.
Yeah, I don't want any trouble in the bar, mister. If it's a fight you're looking for, see Father Mahoney.
A priest? A man of the cloth?
A simple
Sure.
man of the cloth.
And he teaches the boys how to box at the youth club.
Oh.
According to Mahoney, it develops character. Isn't that right, Pat? Didn't he teach you the art of pugilism?
Dial. Sorry, Michael. I was miles away. What did you say?
Ah, never mind.
Hey, bartender?
Landlord, if you don't mind.
Sorry. Shake my hand, why don't you?
Now, why should I do that? What have you got up your sleeve?
Nothing. Come on, just shake my hand.
Oh, not just now, mister. I have to be careful on account of the health restrictions.
Oh, jeez.
We can never escape the man of the cloth. That or Indiana
Do you
Jones,
recognize this
apparently.
matchbook?
No, sir.
Do you recognize the name on this card?
No. Should I?
Nah, it was a long shot. Thanks.
Oh, I didn't mean to...
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
There we go. That's what
Do
I
you
meant
know
to
a
click
man
on.
called Peagram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
No, I'm not.
Oh, no. I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Did Peagram stay here?
That's right. In the best room in the house.
That's the one with the bed.
The one with the bed?
Can I see Peagram's room?
It's been taken by one of the brothers from the reformatory. They come every year for spiritual refreshment.
That's a good one. Their idea of refreshment is a good full of stout.
I wouldn't want to disturb a man of God, especially not a big fella from the bad boys' home.
I don't blame you, Mick. That brother's got muscles like a muscle man.
What can you tell me about the castle?
You're the second person to ask me that today. I don't know anything about the castle. It's only an old ruin anyway.
Who else was asking about the castle?
He said he was a reporter. He was asking about the little people.
I could have told him a tale or two about the little people. He might have paid me to hear what he wanted me to say.
Anyway, I chucked him out on his arse.
Good for you, Mick. That's the way to deal with journalists.
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated. And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and worn with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
Thanks. The glass contained a dark liquid like molasses, with a creamy white froth on the top.
What if I just drink the entire beer?
Somehow, I'd managed to drink the thick, sweet brew. I felt strangely compelled to order another, even though my every instinct warned me against it. Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
May I have another beer, please?
Certainly, sir. Same again?
Yeah, please. How is this stuff made?
That's the secret of the master brewer, sir. Each barrel is lovingly manhandled in time-honored fashion, suspended on skillfully tied ropes of the finest hemp, lowered into the cellar, utilizing the forces of original
I don't know
gravity,
if
light,
anything happens if you
manner
drink
from
a bunch
heaven.
of beers. He seems like he's fine.
Thanks. The glass was empty. It was a telephone, incongruous in the rustic setting of the homely bar. It was an electric glass washer. It looked even older than the barman.
You know what? I'm gonna call Nico and be like, "Hey, Nico, I'm in Ireland."
Hello? Couleur. J'écoute.
Nico?
Who is this?
It's me, George.
Oh, hello, George. Where are you?
I'm in Ireland.
Ireland? What are you doing there?
It's a long story.
Any signs of our friend the clown?
You're kidding. You probably never even heard of Lochmarn.
Alright, let's take a look around. Now that we can actually leave this place, we can maybe check out the castle. Is there anything over here, though? Or is this... No, this is just a dead end.
The menu was limited. It read, "No food today." I didn't care. I'd lost my appetite somewhere over the Irish Sea.
Alright, let's take a look at the castle. I assume this is the way to the castle. Oh, we got a guy.
The farmer's craggy face was set in a mask of aesthetic appreciation. His feet were set in a pair of manure-caked boots.
Hi, do you speak English?
Well, now, what if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
I was a little out of practice.
Yeah, it's a killer, all right.
Does this tool mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Is it used on sheep?
No, it's for lifting the covers off drains.
Never. How?
Well, the end of the tool fits into the hole in the cover.
They'd slip out. Angles are wrong. You'd never do it.
I have. I did it in Paris. Does this false nose mean anything to you?
You're a circus clown.
No, but I got this from someone who disguised himself as a clown.
Is that a fact? Why did you do that now?
He's a psychotic killer. I think he may be connected with Peagram's disappearance.
Oh, okay.
What do you make of this tissue?
That's a sorry sight to wave about in public.
Oh, it's theatrical grease paint.
And that makes it all right, does it? I must remember that next time someone complains about the state of me handkerchief.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, but I wouldn't trust him. His eyes are too close together.
Oh,
He's not
the
a friend of
shifty
yours, is he?
eyes.
Oh, no. Far from it. In fact, I believe it's the face of a killer.
I knew it. Piggy eyes. Can't trust them.
Would you
Those
like to
gosh
shake my
darn
hand?
Piggy eyes.
What is this? I don't do that male bonding stuff.
Male bonding. It's just
What
a
do you make of
crisp
this
handshake.
matchbook?
Seems ordinary enough to me.
Do you recognize the name on this card?
I can't read that little writing.
It says Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics.
Is that your name, Tommy Merlin?
No. But what a great stage name. It had what my high school hypnosis act had lacked, style and class. For a few seconds, I bathed in spotlights on a thundering tide of applause. Tommy Merlin, hypnotist.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. I just remembered something.
Oh my
Have you
God.
seen Professor Pegram?
No, he's packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
Do you think Pegram's disappearance is due to the curse?
Look at the facts. He dug up the gem. He disappeared. Bingo. It doesn't take a degree in mathematics to work that one out, does it? You don't have to be a smarty Pythagoras with a calculator.
I guess not.
Pegram has run off with the gem.
What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten. Ah, but if these old stones could only speak, what stories they'd tell. Stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know, this castle is said to be over 600 years old.
Oh, really?
Who built the castle?
Mad Phelan, the first lord of Lochmarn. Well, I say lord, but actually he was little more than a village chieftain. He built his castle from the remains of the Templar Preceptory.
Really?
Where was the site of the Templar Preceptory?
Right here on Temple Hill. Phelan built right on top of the old wall. It's said that deep beneath these walls there's a Templar chapel.
Really?
Do you mind if I climb up your haystack to get into the castle?
What? You'd break your stupid neck for sure. Do you think I'd stand by and see your brains dashed out?
Yes.
I'd be very careful, and I promise not to sue.
You won't get the chance, not while I'm here to stop you.
Did Pegram discover the chapel?
I don't know. His workers were sworn to secrecy.
Good book?
A book? It's a passport to a world of fantasy and imagination.
Yeah, what's the title?
Creative Shelving for Beginners, the 1978 edition.
What's so cool about home improvement?
There's nothing like it. The resinous autumnal aroma of seasoned wood, the rhythmic rasp of the plate. Ah, no wonder our Lord came to earth as the son of a humble carpenter. I bet he was a wizard with a chisel and a length or two before.
Surely the portrayal of Christ's adoptive family as humble artisans is a symbolic metaphor.
I don't know about that. but I know they were carpenters. Haven't you read the book?
The book,
Well,
the Bible?
No, but I have seen the greatest story ever told, and I don't recall Jesus putting up any shelves. I have to go now.
Hmm.
Pushing with all my strength got me nowhere. They didn't budge. I really need to start working out.
He's just not gonna let me climb the hay bales? Maybe he's like too distracted with the book.
Get away, you silly neuter! Can't you see the load's unstable?
Hmm. Maybe you'll have something interesting?
Hey, McGuire.
What do you want to know?
Yeah, we never asked him about Pegram.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
Can you tell me where I'd find Pegram?
No, I can't, 'cause he's not here now, but if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
Do you know anything about Pegram's dig?
He wouldn't let me anywhere near it. I offered to help, but he chased me off. I didn't want to see his smelly old hole anyhow.
Did anyone from the village work at the dig?
Pegram brought some students and bums with him. He reckoned no one in Lochmarn would know what to look for. The only local guy who worked for him was Sean Fitzgerald.
I heard that Pegram had found a legendary gem.
That's right. It's been the talk of Lochmarn all week.
You haven't seen the gem, have you?
Hell no. I reckon Pegram made off with it. If I was him, I'd go to Amsterdam, chop it up and sell it. He could be living the life of Riley instead of digging holes.
See you later,
gotta
kid.
Talk to
Okay, mister.
Fitzgerald again. Wait, what's this box?
It was a featureless plastic box firmly attached to the wall of the building. I tugged at the plastic cover, but it didn't move.
Ask Fitzgerald about Pegram.
Hello.
Did you work at Professor Pegram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
McGuire says you did.
You don't believe that damned hooligan, do you?
Why not?
His probation officer could tell you a tale or two.
Probation.
Have you heard about the gem which Pegram found?
I heard a rumor, but you can't believe everything you hear
is
or
that the
see, can
gem?
you?
Where can I find Professor Pegram?
I heard he's gone fishing. I don't know where.
See you later. It was an electric pump operated by pushing a small lever.
Will you just let me through the hatch?
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Excuse me?
No customers behind the bar. Ever.
Excuse me?
Yes, sir?
Do you know Sean Fitzgerald very well?
I know him enough not to sell him more than 2 pints. He's like a kid when he gets a few beers inside him.
I'm not surprised. He's on medication. For his nerves.
There's nothing wrong with his nerves. He's just screwy.
Hey, how about another drink?
See him again?
Do you serve cocktails?
I'll serve anyone with manners. And money.
No, I'm serious. Have you considered turning McDevitt's into a cocktail bar? Cocktails are chic, cool, and popular with younger drinkers.
What? Kids in the bar?
Can you imagine it? Pinbar, pimples, and puke.
Right, I get the picture. I'll settle for a glass of stout. Thanks. Hey!
Hello there again, mister.
Oh, nothing really.
I meant asking about Fitzgerald.
Hey!
Hello there again, mister.
Do you remember seeing Sean Fitzgerald at the dig?
Let me see now. I think me brain box needs a spot of lubrication.
Can I buy you a drink?
You most certainly can.
Give me a drink for my friend here.
Who, Doyle? Has he conned you into buying for him? Shame on you, Patrick.
Same again.
Just a point this time, Michael.
1 point of brown coming up.
Do you remember Sean Fitzgerald now?
I can picture the scene as if it was only last week. Come to think of it, it was only last week. Fitzgerald was there all right. Him and a bunch of students. He was speaking with the boss man.
Bye for now.
Let's see, anyone else?
Excuse me, Mr.
Can tell
O'Brien.
me anything about Fitzgerald?
Hello there. What now?
Oh, nothing.
Oh wait, there's a string. Can I just take this wire?
Almost as if he'd sensed my intentions, the old derelict snatched the wire from the table. Hello again.
Is he gonna talk to me?
What?
There we go.
What's that you're making?
It's a necklace, me bucko.
Oh, sure. Made out of steel wire?
That's right. A necklace for my pretty one. When my little lover feels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine. All mine.
Oh boy. Definitely not suspicious at all.
If I was a woman, I wouldn't think much of a wire necklace.
It's not made for a woman. I've got my sights on tastier dishes than women. Flesh as smooth and tender as a maiden. Bones as soft and white as a newborn babe. Rabbit.
Oh.
That's what gets my juices flowing.
I was very I mean, Scotch, I am very concerned now.
Ah, so you're making snares to trap rabbits.
That's right. Do you have a problem with that?
Damn right I do. Isn't it painful?
Only if I get me fingers caught.
I'm talking about the rabbits. Do they feel much pain?
You bet.
Do you know Pegram, the archaeologist?
That's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it? No, I don't know him.
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
I told you, I never heard of him.
Were you aware that Pegram was conducting an archaeological dig?
I don't meddle in other people's affairs. They don't interest me.
I'll see you later.
Can I talk to Fitzgerald again? Hey, Fitzgerald.
Doyle told me you definitely worked at the dig.
You don't believe him, do you? Patrick Doyle is a moron and a scoundrel.
Even so, he saw you talking to Pegram.
You can't prove that, mister.
See you later.
Can I ask the landlord about it?
Excuse me?
Yes, sir?
I don't want anything.
Just give me a shout when you do.
Thank you for the hydrate check. I appreciate it.
Hello there again, mister.
And the posture check?
Oh, nothing really.
Do I talk to the farmer about it?
Hi, it's me again.
So I see. What now?
No.
Oh, nothing. Hey,
Oh, there's a
McGuire,
drain.
What do you want to know?
are you sure Fitzgerald worked at the dig?
Oh, yes. It was him, all right. Would I tell a lie?
Well, he denies it.
I saw them together only last night.
I wish you'd told me that sooner. What were they doing?
Pegram gave Fitzy a box. He didn't look too happy about it.
I knew it. But how am I going to persuade him to part with it?
Break his fingers.
Oh.
No, I couldn't do that.
I could.
Thanks for the offer, kid, but I'll try a more subtle approach.
Chinese burns?
What's Fitzgerald scared of?
Everything and everyone.
So I shouldn't have any trouble getting him to talk.
He's a pushover. But don't scare him too much. Try the soft touch. Butter him up a bit.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
I took hold of the grating and pulled hard. I tried to use the keys to lever up the grating, but that wasn't going to happen.
Alright, let's try to get the box from Fitzgerald.
Hello.
McGuire says he saw you working at the dig. What's more, he saw you talking with Pegram.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught. Just my luck. Grasped up by a delinquent and a dimwit.
I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
Hell no. What makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefits at the same time I was working for Pegram.
I'm not in a position to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that. But he left that package with you, didn't he? So where did Pegram go?
I don't know. I swear it. He came to see me early this morning. Said he was leaving.
He's being real shifty, though.
He asked me to give this package to a guy called Marquet.
Show me what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I promised the professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your benefit scam. So where's the harm in taking a peek inside Pegram's package?
You don't know these people. I can't. I don't dare.
This is your last chance to show me the package, Fitzgerald. I've been patient with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
But he'll kill me.
Who will?
The man from Paris. Jack
Paris.
Marquet. Pegram told me if I gave him the package unopened, I'd hear no more about it. But if I double-crossed Marquet, I'd be dead.
Look at this fucking face.
I'll deal with Jacques Marquet. Give the package to me.
No. Why should I trust you?
Oh, he's
I
standing.
don't know who to trust anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarn gem.
Oh, he's running.
just seen a big red.
Get out of here, Maguire. Come back when you're old enough.
What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
What?
Get out! Noisy little tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy, Michael.
Oh, yes. And who's going to pay for it?
Not me.
Me too, neither.
Let's go check it out. Is he dead?
I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm
the
down.
panel's open.
Now tell me what happened.
I was standing here, minding my own business, when I saw this beautiful red sports car coming up over the hill. Would you look at that, says I. And I going over to take a closer look. Next thing, Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass. Well, the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy, and hit him an awful wallop. He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out, and I couldn't believe my eyes.
Wait, is Fitzgerald alive?
He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
Not a pixie.
Did this pixie have a scar on his cheek?
I couldn't see. He was wearing a stupid mask. Are you a special agent?
Sorry to disappoint you, kid, but I'm not. I'm just an ordinary guy caught up in a whirlpool of intrigue.
And you're drunk.
Not so.
Yeah, you've been drinking mucky beer in the boozer.
Only a few glasses. Did Fitzgerald drop anything when he was hit?
I didn't see. It all happened so fast.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Hey, someone said, get out of here, kid, right? They're not really too concerned about McGuire being like, hey, someone fucking hit Fitzgerald with a car.
The plastic cover had been smashed by the pixie's car, revealing a switch. I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped off in my hand. The drain was covered with an iron grating, through which I could hear the rush and surge of running water.
Switch, a switch.
I tried to flip the switch with the lifting key, but it was much too cumbersome for the job. I tried to use the keys to lever up the grating.
We can use the wire. If only he'll give us the wire.
Hello again.
What?
I'll see you later.
What if we just give him the tissue?
Hello again.
What?
You could make use of this tissue.
Never use them. Those...
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
I don't want anything.
Just give me a shout when you do.
Hey,
Hello there again, mister.
what do you know about leprechauns, Doyle?
Leprechauns! Is it the little people you're talking about? Sure, and a cousin of mine was wed to one.
Oh, come on. Do you really expect me to believe that?
It's the truth, I'm telling you. She fell asleep on a fairy ring, see? When she woke up, there he was. A little fella, all in green.
Tell me more about your cousin the leprechaun.
Oh, no.
Well, young Mary was speechless, especially when the leprechaun up and spoke to her. Be my bride,
oh
me
my God,
darling,
it's
says
just
he,
a little guy.
and she'll never want for riches again.
Look, you didn't say you were a
Okay,
leprechaun.
says she, and he slips her in a daisies on her finger.
Amen.
So there you are, proof that the little people exist.
Well, that's no proof. All you have is her word for it.
Not so. The following spring, she had a little baby.
Did the leprechaun's promise come true?
What promise was that now?
That she'd never want for riches again.
Now, there's the strangest thing. She never did.
I thought you said she was claiming the social part.
Indeed, Mr. O'Brien, but there's riches and riches. She told me, Pat, she says, that little darling boy is all the riches in the world to me.
Bye for now. Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien.
Hello there. What now?
The boy told me Fitzgerald was driven away in the car that hit him.
McGuire is always spinning wild yarns. I don't know where he gets them from. Television, I expect, or comics. If I was you, I'd take what he says with a generous pinch of salt.
McGuire's tale about the car sounds quite plausible to me. He says the driver was dressed like a leprechaun.
That boy has a head full of fluffy toys.
Goodbye for now.
Do I call the journalist about the fact that Fitzgerald was fucking hit by a car?
Hello? Couleur. J'écoute.
Nico?
Who is this?
It's me, George. Are you okay?
Yes, of course I am.
Well, take care. I'll be back soon.
Yeah, thanks for calling, George. Any signs of our friend the clown?
You're kidding. You probably never even heard of Lochmarn.
No. What about the farmer? Does the farmer have any new dialogue? Now that Fitzgerald got hit by a goddamn car?
Hi, it's me again.
So I see. What now?
Did you happen to see a red sports car down on the road?
I caught a glimpse of a flash of red on the hill and heard the racket. Sure, it was an awful noise. A sports car, you say?
A Ferrari, to be exact.
A racing car? And what was it doing here? The poor fella must have been lost.
The driver of the Ferrari was involved in an accident.
Is that so?
Yeah, he knocked somebody down outside the bar.
What an idiot! How could a thing like that happen?
He was traveling too fast.
So fast, he ran right under the car?
I mean, the car was traveling too fast.
But you'd have thought the idiot could have heard it coming.
Oh my god, it's blaming poor Fitzgerald.
Maybe you know the guy who was hit by the Ferrari. His name is Sean Fitzgerald.
Oh, I know him all right. That's me nephew, the idiot responsible for the stacking of my hay cart. Was he killed by the car?
Oh no, but he has been abducted.
Well, that's a relief now.
A relief?
Aren't you going to look for your nephew?
What for? From what you say, it's too late.
Well, you could report the matter to the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle between them. In a question of superior acceleration, I'd put me money on the Ferrari.
I think you ought to know exactly what Sean has gotten himself into.
I'm not sure I want to know.
But you're his uncle, his own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to climb the haystack. What a moral dilemma. Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction, or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew, the very man responsible for said hazard? It'll need some thinking about.
Why, there's no problem.
You're right. Why didn't I think of it before? We'll demolish the haystack.
You don't have to demolish the haystack to go look for Sean. I'll stay here in your place and warn anyone who's silly enough to climb it.
Marvelous! I think I should start my inquiries in the bar.
Alright, chat. We're ready to climb the
He strode off in
haystack.
the direction of McDevitt's bar, leaving me to contemplate the stack of hay.
Oh yeah, see, we're fine.
The stack of hay stopped, short of the top of the wall. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland. I pushed my fingers into the narrow crack. It went back several inches into the rock.
Hey, there we go.
I inserted the end of the lifting key in the mortarless crack and gave it a firm shove. It remained lodged in the wall, jutting out to form a step.
I was gonna say, I hope he doesn't have to jump down from the wall. Hey, yo, it's a goat.
It was the fiercest, meanest-looking old goat I'd ever laid eyes upon.
Hey, Billy.
The animal fixed on me with an evil glare. Behind the malice and resentment, there was a cool intelligence.
How you doing, boy?
I felt as threatened as I'd been by the assassin and his goons in Paris. It was a rusted piece of iron, maybe part of a plow or something.
Oh! Oh, and we're dead. Well, good game, guys. Actually, you know what, I was thinking, I feel like this is a good place to stop for the night, just because I do have to go to work in the morning. Thank you guys for joining me. Definitely going to continue this next week. Can't wait for me to come back and he's just laying there. Go menu, save. Alright. Next stream will be Saturday. We'll be continuing Indiana Jones. Let's see. Oh, something's streaming. I'll read something. Alright, to go murder me. Yeah, I think we need to rest before, because the goat fucking headbutted us. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Let me start the raid. And I hope to see you guys later. Bye bye.